Green's plugged in. Oh, is it?
God damn it. What kind of... This shit ran like a high schooler. This mother...
Yeah, nah. Fuck what we were talking about. We're going to start this over again and talk. We're going to get 15 minutes of berating 𝐹𝐾. Yeah, take this shit. You see, I told you. 𝐹𝐾, you're about to get it. Restart this shit.
Oh, my God. You just reminded me of a conversation we had behind your back.
Now, I don't remember, so rehash it.
Nah, I'm just bullshit.
I know. Now, we talk highly of you, 𝐹𝐾, but God damn it, nigga. Restart this
You're
shit.
making it hard, brother.
I never thought I could say, restart this shit now.
Hello, am I here? Am I live? God damn it, can you hear me, Justin? Fuck, 𝐹𝐾. Do you hear me? I need you to be sure that you can hear me when I disrespect you later.
We can blow past your applesauce talk now.
Nah, we
Blow
start
past it. Oh my God. Talk about another fruit bag.
Nah, man. Yeah, man. Fucking.
But we're back.
So we're back for the third time, I believe, right?
For the third
time. For the same mistake each time, you know. Oh my God.
Like, no, you see, 𝐹𝐾 is a very trusted individual. I really like 𝐹𝐾. He's a great guy, great brother.
On the surface.
On the front end. Thank you.
Like if it was a book, he has a real friendly cover. It's like, that nigga responsible.
Yes.
He knows fractions.
But just like, the nigga's like Arthur. We're like, oh, he's good. But like, damn, he always dropping shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why is he always fucking up?
It's
Arthur, control yourself.
It's a dark side to him.
𝐹𝐾, control this shit, nigga.
𝐹𝐾, Lauren left you the keys. Lauren had to go to a brunch to celebrate Easter or something. I don't know what he was doing.
A conference of some sort.
A conference where he's just politicking. And he left you the wheel, nigga.
That nigga left me unprepared, though. He had me watching boxing shit before he left. He wasn't
No. But he was testing you.
He failed the test.
He was testing you. He was trying to see where your mind was at. Where your like whole focus in life was at.
That's the thing. It's like if you show a nigga an algorithm, you'll see his priorities.
Yep.
You didn't ask no questions about no plugins.
That actually, I'll admit that's a real issue I got. A lot of time when I know other niggas are in the room that usually have it down, I'm like, all right, well, it's fine. They're here. They're not going to leave some crazy shit going.
Daddy's home.
I'll admit that actually is an issue I got. I do got that shit. That's real.
You know, this goes to another conversation.
Nah, because that's real. That's real.
This goes to another conversation, right? I was reading this book. It's called Think Like a Lawyer, right? And it's this black dude. I forgot his name. I think Colin something. It's a white dude's name, but he's black. You know how they go. But he's very intelligent, and he made this book for teachers to teach like critical thinking skills, right?
Wait, hold on. How many pages have you read?
What are you talking? Nigga, I'm talking right now. Just listen.
Because you said he was intelligent.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's intelligent. He's pretty smart. He wrote a book. He's a fucking lawyer and shit.
You're easily impressed, but keep going.
The fuck? But Nick, graduate from community college, nigga.
Graduate from anything.
Yeah, I dropped out of regular college. I'm sorry.
Nigga.
like a real future celebrity, nigga.
You can't even wear it with pride.
Out of here, nigga.
You owe them money.
So he made this book, right? And and I brought this up because I think of 𝐹𝐾, right? The critical thinking skills in this country. It's just at an all-time low. I was even saying this earlier. I forgot where we was at and what we was talking about. But like, just overall, it's just down in America right now. And he was just talking about how intelligence overall is made equal for the most part, but opportunity isn't. You know what I mean? And
I don't even think intelligence is made equal.
Intelligence for the most part, I'll listen to. Fucking, I don't know.
Intelligence starts when you're born. Like literally, if your parents are around you and they're talking to you actively and they're literate themselves, that gets your brain just greased up from the jump because it's like, okay, I'm understanding verbal gymnastics. Like I already have a master of language, so I can think in a clearer manner. I can articulate myself better.
But that's opportunity, not necessarily intelligence. Like the brains are pretty much like all the same for the most part. Like, yeah, you're gonna have your outliers, Terrence Howard, Anthony Mackie, you know, thought-provoking
J. Nobles,
thought-provoking philosophers and shit. But I mean, like, you go to Africa, those kids are just as smart as we are, and like they don't have the same things. You go to India, it's just it all comes down to opportunity, dog.
I don't know, because I remember in class, I could visibly see people picking up certain shit faster and slower than other people in the room. It's not like we were all on one pace.
Yeah,
with the same teacher, because she's all talking to us at the same rate. We're seeing the information at the same time, but some people are just getting it quicker.
And that goes, and you were probably that kid in another subject. Like, of course, we're not going to be masters of everything, nigga. But that kind of goes back to the critical thinking skills. And he even brought up this case because I forgot what level of like lawyer he is, defense attorney, or whatever. It's whatever. But he brought this case up to his students. So back in the day, there was this kid and his aunt. So the aunt, you know, she was doing some shit in the kitchen, making food. She was about to go sit down, right? And
I think I just watched this scene.
And the kid grabbed the chair and pulled it from underneath her. She fell, broke her hip, like other bad shit happened, but she ended up suing her fucking nephew, right? And he brought this to the class. Is like, do you think, like, who do you think won? Like, whose defense? In terms of like,
that's all the information he gave.
Well, I mean, yeah, like for the most part, like,
it's just like kind of like a prediction. Like, who you?
No, it's not a prediction. I know the answer, like, of which side won. You know, the aunt suing her fucking nephew or the nephew defending himself, and
he defended himself. How
well,
old
not defend himself, but just like, you know, hired a fucking lawyer and shit. And that's not technically not all the information. It goes under like battery. And for battery, in order for you to sue for battery, it has to be purposeful. You have to be injured, or something you own can be injured.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you have to be injured.
And I was about to say, where do property rights come into play? Because what if it was his chair? What if she wasn't allowed to sit in it?
Nah, I mean, but she's already sitting in the chair. She's already had the right to sit in the chair years before, probably before he was even there.
Doesn't mean it was illegal then. I need to take this class.
No, nigga. No,
I
nigga.
need to take this class.
That makes no sense.
I think I might pick it up a little bit quicker. Just a little bit quicker.
Nigga, how, nigga? You eat go-go squeezes.
Nigga, I had a 99 in debate. And that wasn't even my illest feat in that class. I got in trouble for beating the teacher in the debate.
Were you being louder?
It wasn't even about being loud. It was just about being, you know, more entertaining. Like, I had the crowd. I had the audience with me. They was on my side. So I might not have even been right.
Yeah, I was about to say, nigga, you wasn't right. Why are you congratulating yourself?
They convinced me that I was. And the thing is,
what was it about?
It was I don't know, but it was really a friendly debate. He got mad though. And so it got to a point where he got mad. And if you call somebody mom, nigga, you lost. He called my Duke. She was like, what's his grade in the class? It's like, nigga got an A. She's like, all right. Boop. Sound like he getting extra practice, nigga. What you want me to do?
Yeah. I mean, that is debate class. Like, debate isn't one of the hardest classes, especially in high school. It's like taking creative writing.
It's not one of the hardest classes, but obviously intelligence isn't an even playing field. That's what we've seen. It was some niggas in there struggling.
It was niggas in there struggling?
I had to argue for them. I was like, God damn, stand up for yourself.
Nah, debate class does sound fun.
Nah,
there was a lot of white people in there?
I took advantage. I tried to take advantage of all potentially
any race topics?
I don't remember. It was too long ago. That was 7th grade. But I tried to take advantage of all potentially cool classes.
7th grade?
Yeah.
I thought this was high school.
Nah, this middle school, nigga.
Oh, what the? This is some
child prodigy.
Oh, you jigaboo. I can't believe there's people watching this that was kind of impressed with you, nigga.
Nigga, you just bragged about reading 2 pages of a book.
You drink.
That nigga read the back table of contents of a book and he think he knows something.
First of all, I explained.
That's why he couldn't explain that case.
I explained.
He was like, who you think won? Like, nigga, we don't have enough details.
Nigga, first of all, you did, and I explained a little bit more. You eat go-go squeezes, nigga. You want to go back to that?
Yeah, we can.
You want to go back to how you're so healthy and like all that nutrients?
Well, no, nobody said all of that. I just said I get mine all in at one shot. I prefer fruit purees.
For babies.
Everything's for babies.
What else do you what else do you use that are supposed to be for babies?
That's a good ass question.
I guess this goes for the room. I don't have like baby shit.
My mother.
Hell no, nigga.
Hey, ma, I need $5, please. I'm stuck.
Oh no, please wash my clothes, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get what's the big fuss about the fruit parades, nigga. It's like, it's good money. You got to try it for real.
No, I think that's the adult version of what you're doing. Fruit parades.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not like it's in a Gerber bottle.
But
And I'm not choo-choo training it in. It's a go-go squeeze. It's a nutrient pack, nigga.
so how
You can run.
What's the fastest you squeezed it?
Pause.
Nah.
But it never takes more than 30 seconds. This is
No, what's the fastest you squeezed
It's
it?
only about 16 ounces, dog. Like, you can really get rid of this shit.
I know you can. I know you a master.
You can
of
make it, Paul. You can make it disappear.
This
I don't like how you're trying to make
Oh,
my
this
new. I don't like how you're trying to make my new diet seem fruity.
No, I'm not trying to make. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to convince you that it is childish, just a little bit.
Nah, well,
Because you're stealing your sister's fruit parades. It's the go-go squeezes. Get out of this. This is cool. This is the cool adult version.
I'm trying to find versions like that.
No, wait, go down right there. Or to the right. The little You see the little package?
Right here.
Yeah.
that looks gross.
But it's the same thing.
Passion fruit. See, that's the problem with adult flavored things is that they try to get too specific. Like, who wants a passion fruit pouch? Nah, nigga, give me that apple cinnamon, that strawberry puree, that blueberry bliss.
They probably do have that.
What?
What you're asking for.
That
They
blueberry
probably-
bliss?
I bet you they do.
They do, but they don't have it in a fun, cartoonish style marketing.
No, nigga.
That matters. And I don't.
You could just go to Ward
I
Market.
don't like why we acting like we're against childlike things. Both of you niggas play video games. Everybody watches cartoons.
True.
Just because there's blood in your cartoons doesn't make it not animated. Like Invincible is a cartoon.
Yeah, it is.
Not necessarily. Well, you named the worst type of cartoon because people die and get torn apart.
I
and
literally
also
led
the
with
video
blood.
games. The video games niggas is playing are made for adults. Nigga. Rated M for mature. Kids can't play it.
It doesn't matter.
I'm the biggest market for them. Somebody has to buy the games.
You're doing the same thing as a child.
I get what you're saying.
You're doing the same. You're participating in childlike behavior. Like, do you think your grandpa plays video games? No. He's a grown ass man.
Yeah, but I've been washing my ass since I've been a child. But just because I do it now doesn't mean I'm doing childlike things. Because I like to wash my ass.
There was a point in time when your mom was washing your ass.
No.
Yeah, like a child.
No.
Now you wash your own ass because you're a grown. Well, kind of. You're working on it. You still getting responsible, but you're a grown-ish man now.
You get your nutrients. You squeeze.
I get my
pouches
nutrients
to get nutrients
from all kind of sources, nigga. I figured out a lot.
You want a new thing?
Not even a new thing, but it's like I had to change my diet up. I realized I was fucking myself over.
Too many frozen pizzas?
It wasn't even the frozen pieces. It's like I was losing weight. And it was because niggas was working a bunch of jobs. Like, you know us, we dropped out of college. We don't have like knowledge.
The opportunity, nigga.
No, we had it. We just blew it. We don't have knowledge-based skill sets. All our shit is with our hands.
Yeah.
And just willpower. Like, I'm willing to get up at 5:30 before the sun is up to go get dirty.
We don't have knowledge.
That's my most profitable tool.
Knowledge-based credentials, because half this shit now you can learn in a day. But continue.
Literally.
I get you.
But I forgot my point. What track was on? That was leading somewhere specific.
We don't have
Talking about your dietary change.
your dietary
My dietary changes. Oh yeah. So we work a bunch of jobs to where it's like we burning calories, dog. Like we up, we running, we walking, take. So with that, there's a certain level of eating that has to go up. What happened with me, I eat a lot of hot shit. Like if the option is garlic, butter, or flaming hell hot, I'm gonna choose flaming hell hot. But over time, that shit just fuck my stomach up, dog. Like I'll eat something in the morning, and because like the lining of my shit is all eroded, like I can eat a green sour grape. That shit'll fuck me up for 9 hours.
eating healthy, nigga.
That sounds real.
Dead ass. Like a green sour grape. Like if I don't do no water or nothing first, if I just eat a green grape, I would be done for 9 hours.
But even then, like you drink water. Like how's your lining? It's not like you ate all that hot shit for months without water.
His ecosystem's fucked up.
Water isn't a cure. Water doesn't counterbalance you doing.
Wasn't you vegan?
Other shit.
You was vegan when I met you.
Are you that ignorant, nigga? Relax. Let me tell the story, nigga. I wasn't vegan when you met me, and we exaggerate how long that time period was. That was like a year and 6 months.
I met you, and you were,
I didn't graduate a vegan.
It point still stands. I'm sorry. But it's not how I'm not using it against you. I'm trying to like make a point to say like, how is this even possible?
Well, I'm making a point to say it doesn't matter because even back then, like being a vegetarian doesn't mean that you're healthy. It just means that you're not eating meat, but you can eat everything else.
You can eat hot Cheetos?
Obviously, nigga, there's no chicken in that.
I don't know. It might fuck around. I think it's everything.
There's no chicken in that. It's certain shit like gummy bears. If you want to be like a real
Muslim.
And we keep saying vegan. I wasn't even vegan. I technically wasn't vegetarian either because I was still eating fish and shit. Like I wasn't zero protein. That would have been impossible. But yeah, nah, I was still eating hot shit,
nigga.
So that shit just fucked my lining up. But over time, it's like I realized, all right, I gotta start eating like an adult. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's a certain age that niggas hit to where it's like I can't be doing all that old shit I used to be doing. Yeah. FMAC, you still young. So, you know, you could fuck it up, nigga. You could pour a hot sauce on top of sriracha on a Latin woman's pussy and be perfectly fine. Yeah. My days are over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have time for that.
Yeah, nah, FMAC, you're definitely probably one of the healthiest people in here right now, for sure. And like just looking at your table, it kind of shows what you're going through is ash, tobacco, remnants.
Anything over here you can relate to?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them, right? Probably most of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Anything over here you can relate to?
Yeah, plenty of it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's
mine are usually mixed together.
No, there's 4 things on this table you can't relate with, nigga. But nah, man, I feel you though. You was telling me a couple months ago, like, yeah, you was trying to eat healthy and shit. So this has been happening for a while.
I don't even believe you because I wouldn't believe I said that.
Nigga, you
trying to eat healthy.
Come on. Like, do you say shit like that?
Like I'm trying to eat healthy? I say positive things?
Yeah, you say positive like reinforcement things like, yeah, man, you know, I'm trying to get back on my shit.
I
trying
can
to
second
get
him on that. Yeah. You've said something like that.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with it. But it didn't click.
It's not fucking.
I literally said I'm trying. You know what I mean? But
God.
now in recent times it's really been hidden.
Yeah, you were talking about changing up your cookout order and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, just a week ago, you was telling me about your new order at Biscuitville. You was like, you get the pancake platter with the eggs and the side.
Oh, that's not my new order, nigga. I've been getting that.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
They know that,
nigga.
I'll pull up, it's like, Tony? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Come to the second window.
Yeah. And if they love you more, they'll give you extra pancake, nigga, if they knew what you was going through, man.
Sometimes they throw extra bacon in there.
How many?
It's only supposed to come with 2 strips. I be getting 3, 4. When they got 3.5.
It's real love.
Hell yeah. I was like, get a chef my compliments, nigga.
Okay.
Whoever she is.
So I'll let you pop my collar, bitch, here. Put your hand out the window. But nah, man, that's any nutritionist in the comment sections, please give Tony some advice.
No.
Fucking
give him advice.
I mean, give us all advice. If it makes you feel any better, give us all advice. Give us all advice.
Like, what food is high in biotin? What helps you grow hair? Is it collagen or is it biotin? I don't know. It's one of those minerals, right? It's biotin. Yeah, what food is high in biotin? Let's Google that so we can get our friend a mustache.
There we go. Boom. Woo. It's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goddamn, using the pain for a while with that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here. But no, nigga. First of all, I get you. Wait, natural fruits. Let's go to that. Because there's something we could both get into, nigga. Because we need to do this together, nigga. You just like how when your friend is on.
Does that say pork? On the far left, right above cauliflower. Nigga, you need more pork and cauliflower.
I need more pork, spinach, bananas. I'm on the right track.
On the right track.
Some chicken. I just had some chicken the other day. I'm on the right track. Hey, I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
I'm on the right track.
That's good. That's good.
What's up with you?
That's good. I'm running my own race. Are you sure you're on the right track?
Hey, this ain't
because it seems like
this ain't no. But you running your own race, but this ain't no rabbit and the turtle type shit, nigga. This some real shit. You better catch up, nigga. I'm on the right track, people. Like the video, comment down below your wild or wise. Have to say that again because 𝐹𝐾 fucked it up 3 times.
You're a nuisance. Speaking of chicken, I was in Bojangles the other day and I had realized like I always knew it because it's obvious, but Northerners are smarter than us.
You know?
They're just, the average New Yorker or anybody above that line is smarter than the average Southerner. And it's because of the way I saw these niggas operating in Bojangles. It was the most brain dead shit I'd ever seen, dog. And I had got like, I was watching a nigga, he was ordering some shit with like just his hands, and then the cashier was also being nonverbal, and they was misunderstanding each other. And I had got like a flashback to when we was in New Jersey at a bodega, and it was just the most straightforward experience I had ever had. Like I just told the nigga exactly what I wanted, and then he repeated it back to me even more fluently.
It's bad.
It took 30 seconds.
It's bad service everywhere.
It's beyond,
Can we look that up?
It's beyond bad service. It's
you don't think
intelligence.
so?
It's intelligence.
Come on, dog.
I'm telling you.
I think they're just quicker up there.
It's a quicker thought process that happens, and I think it's because the niggas got to read more. Like to survive up there, you got to take a bus,
Trains, nigga. Are you serious?
A train, like literally having to read street signs in your everyday life, like all that shit adds up to where down south, you just dirt roading, or you just got everything just kind of mentally mapped, nigga.
Dirt roading? Are you fucking serious?
You're using less of your brain. And when you use less, you have less to
Dirt
use.
roads, nigga?
All that.
That was your point? I can't believe you. First of all, there's more regular dirt roads. I mean, I get that point.
You know
but
what
I don't think they are faster, but intelligence,
That's a sign of intelligence.
We move slower because we drive slow down here, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. But that has nothing to do with like actual intelligence per se.
We've been
to, first of all, nigga, we've been to places where we just ordered food and it was like, okay, thanks.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
It was like, oh shit. Like,
I'm not using that as an like that's just what it is. But it was in there when when the thought occurred. Like certain stimuli has to happen to trigger certain thoughts.
What about LA? Think about LA. I'm trying to remember any place where we went to where it could have been.
LA's in the middle. LA could go either way.
Nah, dog. The South South got phenomenal service, phenomenal everything, dog. I've been to places where
you're talking about the service. I'm talking about like the intelligence.
Yes, dog.
But I was just using that as an example because that's what made me think about it. But nigga, I'm telling you, on average, they're quicker on their feet. I think they think in more detail.
I think it really is just because of the culture up north. Everything's just hustle bustle. We don't have that kind of shit up here.
It's the lifestyle, though. It's so much more to keep track of mentally. And that's good for your brain. It gives you that, like, it's literally working it out.
Keep track of, or like, all right, avoiding running into people. Is that keeping track? Is that working your brain? Or is that, because eventually if you talk to some New Yorkers, I sound like you just saying shit. But, no, I'm just playing. But they say that it's a normal thing. Like you walk past people, you see a homeless dude, it's like, fuck it, somebody died over there. Oh, well, I got to go get my coffee anyway. Damn, this line long. Why does somebody have to get shot right here?
I mean, it's
working
but you're
your
making
brain.
it just to be about the people. I didn't even mention them niggas. I'm talking about just living in New York. There's so much constant stimulation around you.
Can you look up who's smarter in the South or the North?
There's more turns. There's more street signs to remember.
It's a lot of turns
like,
down here, dog.
Yeah, but it's like you're simplifying that shit. We have way longer turns, dog. It's easy. It's easy to remember. But having a boom, 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 boom. I'm on 55th. Now I got to go to 44. Like that we don't have to travel like that
all the time. But if you're from here, sometimes
you can't compare traveling in New York to traveling in North Carolina, dog.
I'm not, but I'm saying
it's way less going on in your brain.
Why are you acting like niggas that have to make more turns are smarter?
I think that over time, when your brain has to constantly juggle information, at a certain point, it gets better at juggling information.
Damn, we're dumb as shit.
Okay, based on education metrics like college degrees, high school graduation rates, and test scores, the Northeast and Midwest tend to outperform the South, suggesting a higher level of academic achievement in those regions.
They got us.
We're dumb as shit. It's rough.
That's why they whooped our ass in the war.
Yeah. It depends. I think my family migrated here.
That's why we needed slavery. We couldn't do fractions and shit.
Shit.
We had to get somebody else in who couldn't do it either.
Shit, y'all niggas.
Shit. That's why they didn't let slaves read either.
Yeah.
There was nobody there to teach them. Niggas dumb as shit. I'm just bullshitting. But
no, nigga. I was about to say, I think slaves probably knew. If you didn't know how to read, you probably knew like sign language or something. I feel like slaves had some tricks under their sleeve.
Google it, Lauren. I mean, did slaves have tricks up their sleeves? Please. Let's see if there's something to what this nigga's talking about.
Nigga, we're looking this up.
The slaves weren't allowed to read, and if they could, you know what I mean, it was probably light skin.
They would be executed.
But, nigga, they got us.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with that information. Now, I don't know how to feel because
I wish there was.
I understand where you was coming from in defending our turf because I didn't want to admit that.
That's the thing, like smarter. New Yorkers, are they smart or they just know what they know?
Their brains are more active.
I don't think they're smarter.
I will admit, if you ask a New Yorker about New York, nigga.
No.
They know everything. If you ask a motherfucker from North Carolina, granted it's a little bit different, about North Carolina or about their city, it might be, unless they're from there. It might be some dead air, unless you ask, like, I know a lot about Raleigh, you know what I'm saying, niggas from here. But
like, what would you even say about our city?
Where's the best pizza spot?
That's easy.
It's the best pizza spot. We got some good barbecue, Carolina barbecue. Like past Garner.
Where are the dangerous spots in Raleigh? What streets are dangerous?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like dangerous streets.
Pause right there.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's not like dangerous streets. Like nigga, you could probably go to every street. You know what I'm saying? It's like who you are though. That's not North Carolina has
you
never.
See how
been,
you didn't answer the question? A New Yorker would have been like 55th on Broadway.
That's true.
Don't go to Fulton Ave, nigga, because niggas get shiesty over there.
It's no like niggas get shot everywhere. What? Who was that? The homie Marquette. What's that name?
Yeah, well, you know, R.P. Marquette.
R.P. Marquette. Like niggas get. That was right, nigga. Come
Beside
on.
Target.
That was crazy when that happened.
But that was
insane.
Niggas don't just get shot over there though.
They don't
he's
get.
He's the only nigga I know that got shot over.
Niggas don't get shot over there, but niggas get shot everywhere. It's bigger than New York. We bigger, just a little bit. So it doesn't really work like that. But I do. I don't know. I feel like I answered that question just a little bit. I feel like I got that.
And that's what it is, though. That's what it is. That shows our academic. Shit. I can't even articulate
because you're a New Yorker nigga.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
You really a New York nigga, but you act like you from it's in South and shit.
I'm not a New York nigga at all. But don't act, but
breathe and say that again. Breathe and say that again.
I'm not a New York nigga by any means. But don't act like niggas haven't come up to both of us in public and was like, yo, y'all from New York, nigga. Y'all sound like some up top, nigga.
No.
Bro, that's happened several times.
Nah.
You're lying.
Nah.
Nah, B.
Nah.
Nah, dead ass, though.
Nah, man.
This nigga Cap. This nigga fraudulent, nigga.
Nah, man.
Nah, bro, stop playing on top, dog. What you doing, nigga? You know what I'm talking about.
Keep your New York hands
niggas
away
that
from
come
me.
up to us. I didn't wear the Timbs on purpose today. Because I was going to wear the butters, but I was like, I can't big up these niggas' intelligence and then, like, you know, throwing the shoes and shit. That's crazy.
You have always been a butter nigga. What's up with that?
Always been a butter nigga. What you mean? Well, don't get it fucked up. I'm from Virginia. We have butters.
We're getting closer, F-Mac. Keep looking at me. Watch what I do.
We have butters. You know what I mean? That DMV area, you know, we in town.
Virginia. Okay.
DMV
Virginia.
Area. I'm from a smaller place than you.
Up north?
Yeah, I'm closer.
Up north.
Closer, technically.
Up north.
VA, nigga. Hampton. Little Newport News.
Oh, really?
I mean, just a little bit, bad news.
But have you gone past like, I don't know, like a little bit, upward, closer?
Nah, well, I mean, I'm a well-traveled individual, you know.
Been near Boston or something?
Little Illinois, little Chicago, little
Chicago.
Mound City, little Pulaski.
How's Chicago's cold?
Pulaski, you know what I mean? It's very windy up there. Derrick Rose was MVP that season too, so the city had a lot of love.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of love.
No, like just like I don't know, 5-hour trips to New York, like you know what I'm saying?
No 5-hour trips to New York. Nah, nigga, we couldn't afford that shit. That shit was a terrible time, dog. My mom used to have to drive like 4 hours to work.
Yeah, you showed us where you Pulaski.
Yeah, like
let's not even Google that.
We stayed in Illinois, and I think she worked in Mississippi or something stupid. And she would drop us off at my grandparents' house at 3 a.m. and just head off to work.
Shout out to the real traffickers supporting these children.
Yeah, she was trafficking.
Real traffickers, man.
Trafficking that health.
Hey, man, your mom
that health
real
care.
Slinging
these Band-Aids and shit.
But nah, man. Shout out to Tony's mom. But
shout out to
first of all,
geniuses up there.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. I'm gonna pull that out the bag when next time you talk about 𝔓𝔦𝔑. Because nigga, Rocky Mount there was no point where Pulaski was the shit. There was
never heard of Pulaski. Rocky Mount. When was Rocky Mount the shit?
When
See?
No.
New Yorkers would just tell you, dog. They got the year, the time.
I'm trying to think of like an era. It was like what's that one nigga name? Not James Brown. Chuck Berry?
Chuck Modi?
Chuck Norris.
Nah. Well, it could have been like the 60s.
Chuck on TNT.
The 60s, the 50s, nigga. When niggas was at the boom town.
Are you making stuff up?
When niggas was at the boom, like what Eddie Murphy was talking about, the boom room.
The 20s?
The boom room, nigga. It was the boom town, nigga. I'm serious.
Nah,
they had parties, dog. It was Teed and Rocky Mount.
Google Rocky Mount, Eddie Murphy, boom town.
Nigga, don't Google that, but that's just from life. But nah,
Ray's boom room.
But
that was a good ass movie. I don't believe
it was a great movie. I promise you, dog. I had to ask my mother because not every time, but I'm serious. We would go down there and it'd been times where like, man, you don't understand. Like when I was a kid, when my mom was a kid, shit was teed. When my mom was a kid, shit was teed. You get what I'm saying?
So it fell off when you was born?
Nah, not when I was born, when my sister was born. That's what happened when women are born. Shit goes to hell.
Shout out to your sister, though. Your sister's a good person.
Shout out my sister, man.
It's actually kind of fucked up that you would do that. Like, a lot of what you wear, she owns.
That's not true.
Yeah. Or a lot of what you read, she owns. She supplies you with a lot of knowledge.
Okay,
you should speak more highly of her
First
on
of
this
all,
podcast, nigga. She probably bought you that lawyer book.
She ain't buy me that lawyer book.
Did she buy you that lawyer book?
No.
Did she buy you that terrorist book?
No. I bought the book, but I had told her like, yeah, I'm reading this book, and then she got me the actual book.
Okay. All right then. That's what I'm saying.
But I bought the book. I had already bought the book.
But she's a nigga.
You're a
disgrace.
She's a supporter of my intelligence because North Carolina niggas is smart, man.
No, she knows where you're from, and she knows that you got to get.
I think she was the first college graduate, or at least the second. Might as well be first. That's where I come from. 𝐹𝐾.
He don't even know.
You fucking dick.
Was she the first or the second?
You got all this opportunity, nigga. How many college graduates you got in your family?
Don't let him.
Let me guess first.
Don't let him turn this on you.
8 to 12
in my actual household.
Damn, it's higher than that. Yeah, you didn't think that 𝐹𝐾 was doing better than you?
Well, nah. I mean, okay, 30.
Look at him.
2.
Nigga, I couldn't give you an actual answer on that. I'd have to ask
because it's a lot of college graduates.
Here's a better question. How many people
we
don't have degrees in your family?
Don't have degrees?
That's probably easier.
I don't know, but there's a good amount of people that are doing pretty well.
So are you an outcast?
In what sense?
Because
you didn't think about it. Yeah,
you didn't graduate school, right?
I dropped out of college. Yeah,
Yeah, where were you going?
Wig Tech.
So like, what did your family say when they
weren't-
found out?
They weren't pissed.
It wasn't nothing.
Nah, because my dad didn't go to college.
Oh,
Or he did, but he also dropped out too. But he,
so it was just in your DNA. You weren't.
yeah, but my
You were
mom,
destined to
she
not
has
be.
like several degrees.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how it is. My dad has no degrees. And my mom has 4, probably.
what it is.
I don't even know. She's in school right now.
Women are smarter than men.
Yeah, nah,
Women,
that's kind of.
you've been saying this for like like I'm pretty sure every girl you talk to on Hinge is just smarter than you. And that,
No. Hinge is a terrible display of women intelligence.
in
That's
terms,
true.
well,
I'm not even gonna lie.
well, of course, but
It's the worst of them.
they have their credentials for display. Like, yeah, I got this. I'm smart. I'm going here. Woody whoop whoop. I'm getting this.
I get
There's-
what you mean. No, when you go to the profile,
Yeah.
they're on the right track.
Yeah.
Appalachian Mountain States,
Yeah.
getting a psych degree is something. But when they talk to you,
Yeah.
all that shit goes out the window.
It's
Yeah.
all just flashy.
all goes out. I told the bitch, I was like, I need a new starting guard. She was like, I'm very coachable. I was like, bitch, you getting a bachelor's in like, I don't even know, like biochemistry with some retarded shit.
Yeah.
And she's talking to me like she's willing to dumb herself down. She has all this intelligence. I barely got through 2.5 years of community college, but she's acquiescing to my intelligence.
Well, not
My knowledge set.
It's not that. It's like
She wants to know my plays.
the human is different from the animal, man. We
It's-
talked about this, man. System 1 and System 2. This is another thing I learned in the that fucking negotiating book. It's like System
Shout
1
out
and
your sister.
No, shout out to me for buying the book.
That
And then
lovely
shout out
lady.
to my sister
Fucking
for buying the
dickhead.
book so I can have it in my hand and shit. But he was like,
You see how
System
he took
1.
the credit away from her? She bought the book.
He kind of robbed her.
But he took it like
I bought.
if you listen real quick,
You bought the book.
I bought the audio book. I
Yeah,
had it, and then I
she
was
got
like, "Look, I'm reading this book," and she was like, "Oh, that's cool. You like it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, it's a pretty good book." And she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get the book so you can have it." I bought the book, but regardless,
She bought you
in
a
that book.
book,
He talks
dog.
about System 1 and System 2. System 2 being the animal part, System 1 being like the human and intelligence part, and how like that combines and shit.
That was my book. That inner game of tennis I was talking about.
Yeah.
Inner bitch. That's that.
That's
that's what it's about?
That's
That's basically-
sentiment.
Well,
that's
that's-
even in
well-
Robert Greene's Laws of Human Nature.
Well, and he's using that to like build how he does what he does.
You just read a useless book.
Nah, I mean I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I was
so I
about to
haven't
say,
read it.
yeah, your sister bought you a useless fucking book, nigga. It's just based off other shit.
What are you talking? I mean,
Me and F-Mac could have told you that.
no, not necessarily. Nigga, I remember telling you about that. And you was like, "Oh, word, shit, that shit gonna go on."
Nah, nigga.
Fuck out of here,
Nobody ever reacts like that to you.
nigga. You do all the time. You be impressed.
There's always an argument. I don't believe nothing you
this,
say.
This northerner be impressed, man. Shout out to all the northerners. Like the video, but yeah, nope,
See,
no crazy shit.
nigga, brainwash is off.
No crazy shit has happened for real. My fucking leg is still in excruciating pain.
Is it worse?
I iced it last night for like an hour or two.
Now, to be like, if we have to forfeit this fight today, and if you don't know, AJ and J Noblez are
Yes.
supposed to have a real sparring session to really settle this,
Yeah.
this 3-week-old beef that's
Yeah.
been going on. But if your patella isn't holding up, that is understandable. And I can vouch for this not being a day of excuse.
Yeah,
the
nah,
nigga
it's
got
not-
cold feet.
Yeah,
You've been
nah.
talking about this for a little bit.
I've been talking about this for a little bit.
Still soft if you forfeit, but you've been talking about this for a little bit.
Nigga, not necessarily, nigga. This is a real issue, nigga.
What would
This
Kobe
shit-
do?
This shit is kind of... What would Kobe do?
Kobe had a great case and then he had a game winner. What you gonna do?
Hey, Kobe,
Well, it's your turn, nigga.
I need a 17-year-old. That's what Kobe would do. Fuck out of here. Fuck Kobe. No respect to Kobe, but he's, fuck. I mean, nigga. Give a fuck about
Niggas
what-
get real careful talking about Kobe.
Yeah.
Because you
Niggas
got
hold
to,
their
because it's like
fucking
respect.
tongue. I'm glad
respect,
you called that shit out,
respect
though, dog.
Kobe.
Because the first emotion was your real one.
Yeah.
The animal, the
Yeah.
system one. The system one. System
Wait, what's
two.
System 1? Do you remember?
In my system, and from my teacher, from my
No,
philosophy,
nigga, what's this?
the animal comes first. The animal always comes first. It's the primal feeling, and then ideally ration kicks in. But a lot of people don't have that second gear.
A lot of people stop at
A lot of people stop at the first.
yeah.
No, oh my God. System 2 is the System 2, it rivals System 1.
Explain your.
I'm not, because you're a fool.
Nah, explain it. What's System 1?
Like I said,
Because I feel like your guy is not making sense.
my guy is good. My guy is a great guy.
What's his name? Colin?
I don't know.
Black dude, white name?
No, that was the thing, like a lawyer dude. I'm talking about another book I'm reading. What books are you reading?
Several.
Name.
It's this one book called The Artist's Way. It's this other book. I don't remember who wrote it or really
Wait,
what
pause. Does the first book have flowers and like a tree on it?
No, it's a mountain. It should remind you of home.
Okay, still gay, but talk about it.
Nah, it's actually, nigga, you gotta look at this shit. It's actually, nah, that shit right there, that's what I'm reading. That's hard, nigga. Come on now. What's her name? Julia Cameron?
Julia Cameron.
Yeah, nah, I've been reading it. I've been reading that. I've been reading this other shit called The Art of Noticing, but I finished that. I was just gonna go back through it.
Nigga,
What's up with this
the
book?
art of squeeze pouches.
The Art of Quick Nutrients. Breakfast for Dummies.
The art of sound. This nigga. You fucking. What is up with all these the art?
It's just those two books.
Is it really those two?
It's
Okay,
just those
all right.
two books.
That is funny though. That is funny.
But the thing is, when you read one good book, they usually reference another book in it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with this one. I was reading the Art of Noticing, and it had an exercise. There was an excerpt from this book, and it was good. I was like, all right, let me check out that book.
Okay.
That's what happens with knowledge, nigga. That's how you build a library. But you don't know about that,
know
nigga,
about
because your
building
sister
libraries.
builds yours.
I know about building libraries. Nigga.
Nah, nigga, your sister
about
knows
building
about building
libraries,
some hardware, nigga.
Shit. Me and my sister know about building nutrients, and I don't have to steal hers because I'm a good brother. I don't steal my sister's.
I try to lead by example. You know
Does
what
she?
I mean?
Does she
If
ever? Does she ever
sees-
go in there and be like, "Yo, what the fudge?"
Yo, you know, because the thing is, she I remember her saying that she didn't like them shits. And then I was eating one day. I was like, "Word, you don't fuck with these?" I opened one. I was like, "Eat that shit." He was like, "Okay, it is good." I was like, "Of course, nigga, it's fruit puree."
What is that about kids not acclimating to food that's good? Because I mean, granted, I've never had this shit, but you know, if you say it's good, I mean,
Well, it depends on the kid. Not all kids are like that. Like my other little sister,
yeah.
that nigga would eat anything. Like literally, like to this day, like just eats anything. It don't matter. She'll try it, and she's probably gonna like it.
She had sushi at a young age.
All that shit, nigga.
You see, yeah, nah, I was never, nah, I'm not.
And
eating.
you know, I was a little picky growing up. I was like, nigga,
Yeah.
onions.
I thought,
Pick them shits out. Like it was little shit like that.
I thought cold food was like slavery food. Like, nigga, what are we doing?
You know what I
Like, we got rights now, nigga. We got microwaves, ovens. What's up with all this cold food? Salads, sushi.
Well water.
What's up? What else is cold? What's cold during
Ham
Thanksgiving?
sandwiches. Could you do peanut butter and jelly?
Nah, dog. Grilled cheese though.
Yo, you was weird.
What?
I wasn't doing. I
You
wasn't
couldn't do
fucking with grill.
cold food.
couldn't
I,
fuck with
I
peanut
could
butter,
do
bro.
cold food now, but peanut butter and jelly sandwich, nah, man.
I'm trying to think now.
But I could do Vienna sausages. Vienna sausages?
Nah. Well, I mean, it could happen, but not now.
Of course not.
Because
now.
I remember how they smell before I even opened them.
Of course.
And that shit turns everything off. But, you know, I feel you though. Being a kid you're going to have, most of us do have some weird gripe. Like, I didn't fuck with bone meat.
Yeah,
I just didn't do that shit.
you still don't.
I can do it now.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
that's the only option, then I'm not going to go hungry.
Okay,
But
yeah.
it's not your
But
first
as a
date.
kid, I would go hungry.
Prefer.
Or just fill up on French fries.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know what I mean? It's like, even to this day, though, the boneless is where it's at, dog. Like, it just makes more sense. I don't want to have to fight against what I'm doing.
I have a hard time getting behind that, bro.
Well, I feel you. Like you can't.
I feel like you're scavenging when you're eating a chicken wing.
You don't feel more.
Like
manly.
you're eating food, but you're really trying to find food. Like it's like, all right, that's going right there. Let me see if there's another. Let me see if I get a slither of that. It's like eating crab legs. Like you're
Maybe
kind
for
of
that.
There's a certain.
you're
No,
scavenging.
it's not.
You're picking.
It's
I'm
you're
not
picking food.
fighting nearly
It's not
as much,
eating
though.
crab legs, nigga.
It's like eating crab legs.
Like you said, it's not fighting.
I'm not
First
fighting.
of all, there's a different type of texture that comes with bone-in meat that you can't get
Which is
with
aight.
boneless.
Which is
It's-
aight to me.
Nah, man.
That's decent.
You should have had the bone-in wings at Woody's.
No.
Childish
'Cause-
ass nigga got boneless wings at Woody's.
And they were phenomenal, F Mac. Them shits, like it literally, I was sitting there eating that, And it reminded me that there was levels to chicken. Because like I was just going through this phase to where chicken was just, I eat it. Like I get it from there, I get it from there. It's all I get it from there, it's all the same. But that shit at Woody's, I don't know if it was the deal. What's that deal? They had like, that was a terrible
That
pass.
was a terrible throw.
That was a terrible pass.
I'll go get it. I gotta go get that.
That's fucked up.
You know what?
You need some more protein, nigga.
I thought I could do that.
And now it's even dirtier because
No, it's not.
it rolled
It's a
in on the
tangerine,
dog
nigga.
her. Yeah, nah,
It's a
nigga.
tangerine.
Respect F Mac.
I do.
I appreciate you spreading love in the community, though.
Yeah.
That's
I
trying.
love that love.
That's something.
That's why he did it. He just wanted to feel love in the end.
Somebody got to thank a nigga for helping him.
But nah, that Woody's chicken is crazy.
That Woody's chicken.
And the boneless is better.
Was
Yeah.
it like sauced boneless shit?
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good wings. What's like the best wings y'all like remember ever having? That's memorable.
Ale House, I think.
Best wings.
Ale House.
ever.
I can't say Ale House. It's not consistent enough.
Yeah, they'll be off and on. Oh shit. Hooters be fire sometimes, but I don't know if we can really do that
Sometimes. Comment down below what's the best wings
Hooters
places
is-
in y'all cities. I'm curious about like where y'all from and shit. But
Hooters is alright. But I don't know. I feel like the best chicken I've ever had always comes from a place whose name I'm not gonna remember.
That's true too.
Like it's just a random spot. I might just happen to be in Atlanta visiting an aunt. She knows about this shit. We
Yeah.
go in there. I eat the chicken. This is probably the best I've ever had.
It's
and then that's
weird.
all it'll ever be.
yeah, like there's this place near 𝔓𝔦𝔑. It used to be, but best chicken ever, dog. Like the shit was phenomenal, nigga. It was crazy.
Would they
Like,
go out there and hunt it themselves
like
first?
that would be the only reason. It's like, oh my god, a funeral, fuck. But at least the chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how it would be. The chicken was phenomenal, nigga. It would cheer everybody up. But that was probably like that's chicken though. It's not wings, but Nah, that is how it be. It'd be like some miscellaneous ass place.
Yeah, nah.
Especially down here. I don't know how it is up north where people from.
Where the genius is at. They're probably doing it better though. That's how they normally do.
Of course.
But yeah, nah. That shit got me thinking back about we was talking about as being picky as kids. It was certain textures of food I couldn't get with.
You weren't fucking with slimy shit.
Not even necessarily slimy shit, like whatever that in between stage is.
Oh,
You say you don't like mangoes.
not a middle ground nigga.
I've never said that. I fuck with mangoes. That might have been somebody else. Might have been Lauren. That sounds like some Lauren shit.
Could have been me because I don't fuck with mangoes. Yeah, I'm not with them.
Another curly hair nigga, yo.
It's not the most preferred texture, but it's not the worst in the world. But it's certain shit. I just can't get jiggy with that. Like even with chicken for real, it's gotta be tough. It's gotta be tough. I like a crunch. I like a
Dark meat.
I don't really care about that as long as it's crunchy. I need a crunchy exterior.
Okay.
Even grilled chicken. Grilled chicken is cool, but that should just be looking a little naked. Like I like breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Need some kind of crunch to you.
I can do the grilled chicken. It's cool. But if I could put a little jazz on it, and back in the day, if I could get it spicy. See, that's my biggest thing now. I go to Chick-fil-A. I'm just sitting there like, damn. I want to get that spicy chicken sandwich with the cheese, provolone cheese. It was one time I got real fancy, provolone and American.
I know
like, fuck it.
provolone was
You got provolone and American?
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you got to experiment.
Like that?
Yeah.
Is that experimenting
If you
or is that
eat-
just going off the deep end?
If you eat pepper jack cheese, you can eat that.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, if you eat pepper jack cheese?
No.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
You've
Pepper
tried
Jack's
it.
fire.
Nah. I've tried it, but it's not my preferred thing, though. It's not the worst in the world.
Come
though.
on, though.
Come on, man. Pepper jack cheese?
American-
You still got a child's taste.
Everybody just heard you. You don't eat like bone-in wings.
But I'm being honest about it. You on this high horse of like, I eat like an adult.
First of all, no. It's just like when it comes down to like ordering, I'm not like, yo, you got that? Fuck, you only got American? Ugh. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I like, yo, just give me American, anything that's American, USA shit. Like,
If provolone's an option, it's an option. Sometimes they ask you.
what's the difference between provolone and mozzarella?
They're different kinds of cheeses, nigga. What kind of question is that? I don't know. They come from different cows.
Well, you the one who
What's the difference between pepper jack and Swiss?
you the one who trying cheeses and shit. you the cheese taster, nigga.
It's a different kind of cheese, dumbass. It's like
Do you fuck with hors d'oeuvres?
Google hors d'oeuvres. Like, I know what that shit is, but I don't know what is it just crackers?
It's variety. Sometimes it has like salami and shit. Sometimes it
Like
has
a charcuterie board.
It has a charcuterie board is or you fucking stop trying to top my genius, nigga. Stay where you at, nigga.
Oh my God.
I'm from the South.
You Southern niggas so inferior. But
But yes, I guess whatever.
so finger foods and shit.
You spell hors d'oeuvres right?
Nah.
I was about to say yeah.
Yo, I
didn't
you spell. Wait, did you spell it with an H?
No, he spelt it right.
Nah, that's the proper way.
That's
right
the proper way.
Okay.
I spelled it with a.
All I'm
with a
seeing is pigs in a blanket though. This don't look like no real classy hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, type in why does pork wrapped in swine, nigga?
Yeah. There's a
That
game.
actually looks disgusting.
Yeah,
It looks gross. But there's a game to this shit because nobody minds when this food goes missing. It doesn't matter what the event is. Like, you remember we was walking downtown. I think it was a grand opening for like maybe an art expo or something. We walked in. They just had plates of salami, pineapples, grapes, olives, and
Bruh, I think it was
little
like
crab cakes.
it was like a bachelorette's like rental place. It was pink. I think it had like it was for women. I believe it was for women. But yeah, and then we just walked in. It was like, oh shit! Like,
Grabbed the plate.
Then we grabbed the plate, grapes,
And a toothpick.
yeah.
I was stabbing shit in there.
bow, bow.
Like, slow down.
Hell yeah.
Is it rude to crash a wedding? Because I had saw a story. Somebody somewhere was telling the story about how they ran into somebody's wedding drunk with their homies, and like they kind of fit right in. They was getting the free drinks and the charcuterie boards and shit. And then the groom found out.
It happened to LeBron. I forgot who was telling
Did that
that.
to LeBron?
Yeah, I forgot.
Who I'm talking about is definitely white. I just don't remember his name.
Oh, well, that also happened. I think Draymond was telling that story like that too.
There's an art to wedding crashing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a new phenomenon, but is it rude? I was thinking about this, like the morality behind it, because it's a bunch of free food here. Like, nobody's getting hurt. But at the same time, I do understand that, like, nigga, this is our holy matrimony. Like, you're supposed to be invited to this Garden of Eden. You can't just run up in here drunk. Trying to fuck the bridesmaids.
It's not about crashing the wedding. It's never about what you're doing. It's how you do it. For the most part, there are things where it's just fucked up. What time you crash the wedding is most important. You can't crash too early because people are too like people still are sober and they still fake care that somebody's getting married, knowing that the percentage of them getting divorced is probably high as fuck. So you gotta crash it. If there's 4 phases, 3 is off rip. You're good. If you have the confidence.
Well, you never crash the wedding. That's fucking lame unless you're trying to marry the girl that's getting married. Like, if you got an objection and you walk in at the right time. But wedding crashes come during the I forgot what the after party's called. Whatever that ceremony is.
Dog, it depends. You asked the question, nigga, you could crash a wedding at any time.
Oh shit, you know, I just realized we ain't been invited to no weddings. We don't got homies that's getting married.
You want to go to a wedding?
It's not even, I want to be able to say no. I don't even have the option to deny.
Well, nigga, who the fuck are you, nigga? I hope you don't get invited.
I'm about to say,
Just in case.
I get what you're saying,
You
but
know what I mean?
no,
Like,
we don't have no
hold
friends.
on,
Why would
everybody
you
wants to be liked enough to have the option.
don't put that on
Yes,
us?
you do it
but
too.
No, nigga, why? I don't think you would, like you said, you wouldn't really want to go to a wedding. And nigga, of course we don't have friends that are
If
marriage ready, nigga.
But we have niggas, like, it's a bunch of niggas with families though. That's why I'm surprised it's like ain't been no real weddings.
A lot of people have like those real quiet weddings
Those quick joints.
where it's like not even a real ceremony. They just go to the spot, wherever it is. I forgot what it's called.
Nigga,
Hide from the government.
bro, I think I saw it was either a Catholic matrimony or a Jewish matrimony. I was at this like lake park near North Hills. You know what I'm saying? I was with my girl and shit. We smoking and chilling. We look to the right. It's literally like 6 people and a cameraman. It's like the husband, the fucking girl, they're walking in the river. You know what I mean? Like, and the preacher is like saying scriptures. They're walking in the river, holding hands, kissing. I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. It's kind of dope. Yeah. It was like literally 6 people.
Wait, it was dope?
Yeah, it was like, there's some different shit. I I don't want to say he dunked himself in the water, but he definitely got low in the water, like almost like he got on his knees.
Were they getting baptized again?
It wasn't baptized. It was definitely a wedding.
It sounded like a baptized.
Nah, it was just different. It was just a different type of wedding.
They just had their own little twist to it.
Nobody knows what Catholic people do, so it could have been Catholic.
And did you get some kind of inspiration from it?
Hell no.
Like to start planning y'all shit? Kind of think about what you want to do? Go hang glide into something?
Nope. I'm gonna
get married in the elements?
Nah, man. I'm gonna see how long. I'm gonna see how long it takes for that conversation to even be like. It's like, yo, like if we were to get married,
you gonna wait for her to bring that up?
I don't know. I might bring it up, but ask like a dumbass question to make her be like, I gotta double think this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if we was to get married, could we have strippers? Like somewhere?
Those are important questions.
Strippers, I want strippers throwing the roses.
I get what you mean though. It's like when you consider making somebody that person forever,
yeah.
Then like all context comes into play. It's like, okay, how cool is she really?
But she is dope though. She is dope though. Mm-hmm. But yeah, marriage is a big thing.
Is she,
and I'm still in between like whether it means something or not. You know?
I mean, legally it definitely means something.
Of course.
There's legal advantages to that shit, and that's the only benefit, because otherwise it's the same thing. Like if you go into a pond and marry your girl with no paperwork, and you go in the courtroom and do it, you just don't get legal benefits. Yeah. But whatever love, like whatever that side of it is, the sentimental shit, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you just, you want to start a corporation, want to really make her a working woman, get some tax benefits, then it's cool. But I don't know.
Yeah, nah.
I was even thinking,
you would have your girl work for you? What was you thinking?
I was even thinking, I don't even know like my timeline for having a kid. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm 25 now. I'm not even considering that shit for another like 10 years.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be an old ass dad. I feel like that kind of sucks.
That's kind of up to you. Fucking flaming organs. You gotta get in shape and shit. You gotta, damn, I don't have another tangerine, but that's up to you on like, cause 30, even if you 32, nigga, you don't have to be an old 32-year-old nigga.
But it's not even about, it's really about how much time I'm gonna have with the nigga. Because it's like, if I'm 35 or like 37 years older than my son, when I die, say I die at 80, how old would he be?
You the northern nigga.
I was good at math.
You the northern nigga. Do quick math, nigga.
I thought y'all was good at math.
The northern nigga needs help.
50-something, 47, I don't know.
This is why you're in the V part, not the real DM. But
damn, FMAC even calculates slow.
Oh nah, AJ sent me something.
Oh, you fucking
he's an asshole. But I did want to know. I thought he was doing that.
Now I'm curious. So 80 minus 37. Well, you couldn't figure it out in your head?
I do know it, but I'm waiting for you, nigga.
What's the answer?
Say the answer.
What's
nigga.
the answer?
Bro, you a northern nigga, bro. I'm not about to do this.
You don't
nigga.
know.
Yeah, I'm not about to do this.
Yo, stand up for Scotland Neck, dog.
I'm not about to do this.
Put Murder Mount on. What's the answer?
Palawaski, just Google the answer. Just say it.
Who the fuck is that? Troy Palawaski, nigga?
Where you're from?
You watch a Head and Shoulders commercials?
Nowhere.
What's the answer, nigga?
Bro, just say the answer.
I just want to know.
I know the answer, nigga.
What's the answer?
I'm going to Google it too, nigga.
No, what's the answer, dog?
I got a weapon too, nigga.
You don't know.
Don't fuck with me, nigga.
Nigga, eat your banana, get your brain working. It's 43. That's crazy, though. Like, imagine, like 43, that's young for your dad to die.
No.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah.
Do we have... Are our expectations just warped? Like, I feel like that's pretty normal. And as far as like the conversation on you having the time with your child, the best time to have a kid is really when you're a little bit older, when you have like shit set up, that 35, 40. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to be a little bit older.
Well, ideally you have shit set up before that.
Yeah, of course. But the time you're talking about, that real time, you want to be set up, bro. You want to have some investments. You don't want to be like...
I mean, yeah, but you don't... See, that's the thing. It's all about how much preparation you want. Like, most niggas don't have to invest in stocks to have a kid.
FMAC, what's our time?
Hour and 10.
Okay.
You know, we just been running. But yeah, most people don't have to have a portfolio to have a kid. Like, they just want a sustainable job with healthcare, and then once that happens, all right, we can have a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually,
Which
it's like
don't
58,
take long.
58 right now.
58. All right, that's straight.
Okay.
But yeah, which don't take long. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I want to be able to torture my son in basketball for a good amount of time. And I don't want to do it just when he's young too. Like, even when he's a young man, when he's 21, I want to be able to be 50 and still, like, I could tell my dad was cold because he's still low-key getting me right now, and he's 52 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's important to me.
You gotta start stretching, man. You gotta start eating. Yeah, man. You gotta look for a girl. Start eating oysters, nigga. You know what to do. Aphrodisiacs. Get right, nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Come on, man.
That's the wrong mentality, man. You gotta make sure she's coachable first, nigga.
Hey, man. No. But yeah, nah, make sure you coachable. That's funny.
But yeah, we should probably get into this show.
Yeah, let's get into this show.
Long pre-show.
Yeah, well, it's probably one of the more shorter ones.
I thought,
we have been having long ass pre-shows. I know y'all been enjoying it, but if we didn't say it in this pre-show, #WildOrWides, #WildOrWides, partner to end the show. We answer y'all questions y'all leave on this video and answer them next week. And we're also going to ask you a question at the end of this video. So stay tuned, to the end, or just skip. Fuck it. I don't really care what you do. But like the video. But yeah, we're going to be back. Pre-show is over. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Welcome back, people. I almost did the wrong intro to the wrong show. We had to get that homeroom joint.
Hey, 3 more hours, you're going to be up for it.
Oh, yeah. I'm too early. Welcome, America. 2 of you most wanted here, back again, once again, time and time again, for the 5th again of again this week. We do it every month, once a week. Tone Groove.
F-Mac on the board.
That's me.
Whoa, did y'all hear that? F-Mac on the board. You know what I'm saying?
Just F-Mac.
Just me.
F-Mac.
I'm pretty sure if they've noticed by now, we sound stupid.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
Yes.
He's our Googler. He's our fat guy. So if we're dumb, it's because he's dumb.
Yeah. But make sure you like the video. Comment down below your #WildOrWides in the comment section. We're going to answer your questions next week. Partner at the end of the show. We answer, whatever you give us. Universe, love life, work problems, shit like that.
All of that.
All of the rhymes.
Family, relationships. We was just talking about fatherhood. Know nothing about it. But you know what?
Nigga, nutrients.
We tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And speaking of fatherhood, go to This Is Weird in the link. This is another reason why you don't want to get too old and have kids. They might think that you molested them. So this is a crazy story. Context, right? There's a family, black family, and it is alleged that the father for years had touched the daughters. Now, apparently, the whole time he's maintained his innocence. Okay. And the mom has maintained the story. The children don't remember nothing. They just know that their mom told them that this happened, and that's all it takes. Like, it's real now, it's law. And so they ran with it. For years, it's been turmoil. For some reason, they decided they had to settle this in reality TV form. So they go to this show. Oh, no, wrong link. Not This Is Weird. Go to No Apologies. That's also funny.
No apologies.
But
Jay, is your mic on?
No, his mic is not on. That's also funny. But go to No Apologies. So this is how they settle it.
Yeah.
They do a lie detector test. I forgot the lady's name in the middle. Very famous for what she does. She's a life fixture. I think she might have a show on like the Oprah Winfrey Network. She's like one of those style of hosts, right?
Yeah, okay. I remember. Okay.
She gets the case and she feels like she has to settle this. So we're just gonna run this. It's a little long, but we're gonna watch some parts and we're gonna skip ahead. This is just a really fucked up story.
I feel like I remember this story
and
too.
I think there's a moral to it.
Yeah.
That we'll try to figure out at the end.
Yeah,
to make everything make sense.
Yeah, that's not just blanket. Don't trust these bitches.
Oh, and it's Iana, Fix My Life.
It's not Ayala. I thought Ayala was the one that was fixing lives.
And Iyanla.
Yes.
Iyanla.
Yeah.
Where's Lauren when
that's
you
her,
need
yeah, I'm about to say.
with that Caribbean speech.
That's her IFA name. But yeah.
Run it.
Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test. You were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, they got it.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Can you pause it?
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test.
Oh, fuck. Yep. Oh, it's possible? So,
Okay.
Now, did you hear the music when it cut into the mom?
Yeah, nah.
That was purposeful because she seems to be the evil orchestrator in this whole scenario. Like, her thing is, she believes the story is 100% true, allegedly. But it's like, it just seems like one of them situations, she's just running with it just to keep up her boy who cried wolf, just to not get that name on her jacket.
What could supply this much like rage? You know what I mean? Like, did he cheat on her with a white woman? You think that would be worth the while to say your husband molested the children?
No, there's nothing he can do to justify saying that, because that's one of them things. It's on you forever, and if it's not true, it's like, damn,
It's still staying.
that's a hard life to live because you still have the same amount of stain. So it's like,
So if he didn't do nothing, then this is just a crazy broad. And
you know what's crazy? It might be something as simple as he was a better parent. She was jealous. She might have had a little postpartum. Started feeling some type of way, seeing this nigga be the superhero. Every time he walked in a room, they just light up. Their first words were dad. He was like, oh, word?
everything he does is better.
Yeah, she got spiteful on him.
The food that she cooks tastes better when he hands it to him.
I about to say, because the thing is, she probably had a fear that if that ran on too long, her daughters would grow up and slowly realize the mother ain't shit. And she can't have that happen. I have to be the protector, the savior. Mm-hmm. They have to have a reason for me being in their life. I got it. Protected you from getting diddled by your father.
Mothers are crazy. What was that story of that girl who wasn't slow, but her mother cut her head off and her teeth out?
She wasn't sick.
Oh, she wasn't sick. Daphne.
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose.
And that's the most recent one, because I remember there was another story back in the day. There's probably just a couple of those
It
that
happens.
overbearing mother, to where it's like she feels like the only way to really keep control of you is to make you think that there's something wrong, and she's the only solution.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give you the problem and the solution, nigga.
That's some weird shit to have.
It's manipulative.
And it's actually crazy that more people aren't like that.
You would think that just parenthood alone is enough to push some people to that, or
to,
more people
to that point, because just the action of creating a life on your own whim, like you decided when it was gonna happen, you had it, you took care of it. The ownership you probably feel in that shit is crazy.
I mean, just with projects alone,
Yeah.
like artistic projects, you can be obsessive over that. Think about it with an actual life.
Nigga,
That's a different
People
level.
have died over music rights.
publishing, masters,
R.P. Sam Cooke, nigga.
niggas have died over just loose territory.
Yeah.
Like not even like concrete defined lines. It's
Yeah.
just, that's my block, you over there, fuck you, nigga.
Uh-huh.
Dogs fight over where they piss at.
Exactly.
Imagine nothing in something and having that come into a life.
And that really just goes to show you her ego, because the babies wouldn't be here if he didn't do anything. Like, he obviously did something right for the babies to like get here. So it's
Well, he came. That's what he did.
he did something right.
It's easy though. That's the easiest part.
I mean, she probably did too. We don't know that. We don't know the full story. We just know he didn't do the deed, which she is saying he
she's
did.
alleged.
But I do want to say, did you want to keep playing this?
We
Because
can keep playing it
okay,
because it just goes on to show more of Yvonne's evil character. I've never met a nice woman named Yvonne. I met a fine woman named Yvonne, but that bitch was evil.
yeah.
And she spelled it differently. Hers was with an I. Hers is with an E.
Oh,
Of course, it's with a
She's
I.
not even trying to hide it.
Yeah. Yvonne.
Yvonne's
nigga.
different.
Ugh.
Might have to be the name of this episode.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. So Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you gotta own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
I apologize for accusing you of raping them.
All right, turn this back.
God damn it, Tony.
You're dropping his word.
Thanks for flagging us, man.
Well, I mean, Lauren's coming back.
God
Nigga,
damn.
you can fix it.
Yeah, nah, Lauren would have caused that.
That is a crazy, like we was talking about earlier, system 1, system 2.
Yeah.
Her immediate response was like, nigga, why didn't you fucking defend yourself better if you was innocent? Where's the evidence?
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. Yeah, and how do you even defend that?
You can't prove that you didn't do it.
She didn't take him to court. So
hell no.
Exactly. And I remember this story. She didn't even really take him to court because then she would actually have to prove it.
Yeah, she might get in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, lying on TV is one thing. Lying under oath,
yeah,
the jury, God,
yeah,
nah, that's different.
In front of God,
you'll be smitten forever.
In front of God is crazy, man. Yeah, man, shit, your soul is gonna be molten lava. Your hell,
eternal damnation.
Speaking of more people getting sent down under, let's go to No Thank You Jesus. This is crazy. So y'all know those Thank You Jesus signs, right?
Yes.
The creator of that is actually from North Carolina. His name was Lucas Timothy Hunt. Nigga, he ended up getting booked for, child molestation.
Yeah, marginalization.
Child molestation.
The NC creator of the Thank You Jesus sign arrested on exploitation charges. So, is this just a strictly an NC propaganda? Like, this isn't worldwide, right?
No, so the signs are worldwide, I'm pretty sure. So let me just, read some facts because, they did the work. And by the way, this story is about like 2 weeks old, but, I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. The signs introduced when Hunt was a teenager have sold over 250,000 units nationwide. Hunt faces felony charges of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor for allegedly receiving a sexual explicit video of 2 underage girls following a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in January 2025. The subsequent investigation led to Hunt's identification as a suspect in the case.
Man.
He was held at $75,000 secure bond at Randolph County Detention Center. I have no idea where that's at. Sounds country. Pretty sure it's near Asheboro, where he's from.
Oh, Rocky Mountain.
But yeah, man, it's the Thank You Jesus mission removed all references from Hunt from its website and is discussing his future involvement. So they completely cleared the sites from they cleared everything involving him and them, any videos like, hey, like Hunt brought Chick-fil-A this morning, all those pictures gone.
Understandably. That's what you got to do. You can't have that in your locker room. That's kind of bad for the team morale.
But I remember seeing these signs everywhere and not having like any clue that like, one, the signs were like made, in North Carolina. And two, that it was a white dude.
Well, I always assumed there was probably a white dude behind it.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. Look at it. Thank you, Jesus.
This seems a lot of shit like this. I feel like it don't even be from people that obviously like care about what they're talking about. But even like with Rachel Dolezal, she was talking about all that black shit. She's kind of like not black. It's always people like using just like a movement for like their own cause, and they're not even like a part of it.
People who do evil shit know that it's not accepted. But so the only way to really get away with it is to hide. And you got to put on a really good public front. Like you gotta take a stand for something that if you stand against your evil,
of course,
something so pure like religion, Jesus, free speech.
And I just had no idea he was white, but exactly, like, nigga, free speech and shit. And just zoom in on his face.
I feel like I've met him before. Like different versions of him. Like
different versions of him.
That is
or
an
maybe
average looking white dude that you'll just see around.
You'll just see around.
And you'll never know that nigga got issues.
Man, texting teenagers is very unfortunate, especially to get caught.
That make you like this post?
I did like this post.
Well, I gotta search your name up on something, nigga.
Yeah,
What you?
nah, man.
How you know about this guy?
I'm glad he got caught.
Oh,
I think
okay,
somebody sent me this.
Yeah, okay, good.
But I was riding out one day. I still see the signs up. Like, I still see the signs up. He's the creator.
The message, and this is, you know what's interesting? This is like, it's actually biblical.
Yeah.
The tale of this, like, I think the lesson is to learn that it's not the messenger, it's the message.
It's the message. But
I disagree. Like, I don't think I'm mature enough to look at this situation and analyze it that way. But I think that might be God's true intent.
Is that
through a Christian perspective?
Through a Christian's perspective. But I mean, yeah, it's just funny, like you said, like it's kind of hypocrisy, but it reminded me of slavery, right? Like when they brought Jesus to niggas and they was like, yeah, you know, this is what God wanted you to learn, to hear. Because, you know, learning is, you got to read to learn and shit. So he just wanted you to
learning
hear
for
the
them
shit.
was listening to us.
Yeah.
Just do what I tell you.
So,
But-
and it had like fake scriptures talking about, yeah, blacks, y'all are kind of beneath everybody, you know what I mean? Y'all should be servants, the best servants though. The holiest of servants. And
they weren't calling us that. But this is interesting because like the theme of just this story itself is something I've been thinking about a lot. Like even Playboy Cardi.
Right.
He might have probably allegedly put hands on this pregnant girl.
Yeah.
You know, we watch that. We might look at that, but
yeah,
the nigga makes great music. Even Kanye West, like the nigga's insane. But there are Kanye West songs that I enjoy. But it's like, and I'm really trying to see where my blind spots are and how I'm picking and choosing going about shit. Because I'll jokingly shame a nigga for listening to R. Kelly because it's like, you know, you trafficking and had a dungeon full of hostage women. That's a lot worse. So I think it's just in my head, I'm just justifying it. It's like, yo, that's so much worse. Like, I can make fun of that and then still listen to Cardi.
And Playboy Cardi isn't even the best example because he's talked about, you know, smacking bitches for years, you know, on his songs. Like, we just got video footage now. He's been had bars about this. You feel me? Like, so he's kind of told you, but the bars, the melody.
You got a bar about smacking them? You might be just making that up.
No, he had a bar. She got me mad as shit. So I
he did.
Smacked the bitch.
You're right.
And now I'm not, you know, that's just what he said. But and that was years ago. That was 𝙿𝙾𝚃. He was jumping off the stage doing a somersault and shit. That was that era. So he's been telling niggas like, yeah, you know, I do drugs. I'm a little crazy. Rockstar lifestyle. Might not make it because I gotta smack a bitch. Kanye has shown people. Kanye waited. He waited to show people he was a little deranged. Granted,
he
back
just
then,
eventually became deranged, whatever happened. But I get what you mean. It's just
because back then you didn't really get that shine until you got on. So
when he got on, the person that he showed us, we fucked with. Because it was almost like he spoke to the elephant in the room. Like he was the voice that was gonna say what had to be said. And so with that, you get love. But eventually, it just got to the point where this nigga would just say anything.
Well, we confuse what had to be said with what he wants to say because he's black, probably. And that's where
at the time they had agreed. There was an overlap in what he was saying and what black people were feeling, especially with like that Hurricane Katrina and George Bush shit.
Yeah, but black people weren't really with that whole. Actually, no, it was a lot of niggas with that whole Beyonce deserved that shit.
Yeah, that's like a small, minute example. But damn, what was I about to say?
Hurricane Katrina.
Greater point. It was beyond Hurricane Katrina.
It was just about
where do we? Like, I'm trying to figure out where I want to start drawing the line in that kind of shit.
I feel that.
Well,
to be more consistent, because it's like I'm acknowledging delusion in my head. That's all it is.
Well, how good of a person are you? You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly,
and it really brings on. I get what you're saying. I'm not, but it really brings on a overarching conversation because there's nobody. You like somebody that's did some fucked up shit. Like everybody holds somebody dear to their heart that did some fucked up shit.
Everybody you loved has lied to somebody.
So would you respect your mother less if you started acting like, you know what, I'm just be consistent with people who do bullshit things. Mm-hmm. You know, like where
and that's
the line I was,
But we also can't just make everything equal. There's
because
a level.
Your mother's
there's
your
a
mother.
level of damage you can do to where it's like this person is in a different category. Like you're not fuckwittable no more. Like if you're doing, like we said earlier, some of the shit we was the legend niggas did.
Yeah.
Any of that.
Yeah.
It's like all right, it's kind of over for you.
Yeah.
But
I don't. Man, that line is so
making a
hard.
mistake.
It depends, man. Mistakes, lies, like it just. I get what you're saying. Mistakes.
The overall point is, am I a good person for expecting everybody who makes things that I enjoy to be a good person?
Yeah, no, I mean you.
And which comes first? Is it like does the people who make the shit that I like being good make me feel like I'm good, or can I be good myself and like decipher between okay, I like this piece of art and I can acknowledge that this is a fucked up person and enjoy them separately?
Yeah, you can enjoy them separately. Like that's what life is really built upon, like adaptation. You gotta adapt. And that's like all it is, you're just adapting to like, all right, fucking like even with the joke Patrice had, RP him, I don't like doing this now anymore, but he was like, Hitler had a cool mustache. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of cool. He had some cool fashion pieces and shit.
Yeah, but he was making funny way.
He was making joke, but you can distinguish, you can compartmentalize certain things. And because if you don't, I mean, you might be a lonely man. You might have to.
And I agree, but then to take it a step further, is that dangerous? Because does that open the door for really just picking and choosing? And if that's the case, so much shit can fly under the radar because we operating in that system.
Well, we've already been operating in that. I think the system is capitalism, dog. Like,
you getting too out.
No, I'm not. Like the system. That's the system we live in. Everything that you have, not everything, but most things you have probably came from a place in worse conditions.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So we're literally normalized to think that way. And then on top of that, nigga, we're chasing money, which is like the biggest evil. So, yeah. I mean, it's really.
So how you feel about like the capitalist system then? Because that's another thing I've been thinking about more recently. Like,
it's a tricky thing. Because I can't remember my other lives if that's how it worked. Where I was in Europe and shit, and it was a different system. All I know is capitalism, but it's really dependent on whatever animal you was just naturally born with. Like Donald Trump speaks about this. Anybody who has, high achievements. Talk about like, yo, you just gotta have that animal in you. It's literally kill or be killed.
Yeah.
And that's like the system that we're built upon and that we're normalized. And everybody's normalized.
And that's the thing about the animal fallacy to where it's like just because it happens in nature, does that mean that we should do it? Because we got this weird dynamic to where we're trying to be better than the animals, but then we'll make certain excuses for animalistic shit just because it justifies what we want to do.
In terms of what though? In terms of what?
In terms of like, okay.
Because I know you're not talking about the extreme like cannibalism.
Well, yeah, of course not. But like if you if you walked up to a girl and was just mad aggressive, like just making advances and shit, like, oh, hey, give me some man. That's animalistic shit. But that's frowned upon.
RP DMX.
Well, don't just throw that on DMX.
Give me some ass.
But literally, that's frowned
your butt.
Like, that's frowned upon in our social dynamic. We're not allowed to do that. But like, just basic.
Depending on the environment.
Just basic, there's.
Depending on, I get what you're saying, but there's certain environments where you might not get nothing unless you don't do that.
But then it's like, I don't even want to put that out there. Because that's a fine line too. Because as we're seeing with a lot of these famous niggas, they was in them environments, and then 13 years later, shit is different. We was just talking about Kobe. Like, they're in the environments, and that's the way of the land, and that's what happens. And it's cool while it's happening until it's not cool no more.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't even want to justify it that way.
Of course.
Because them shit still go stupid. But we pick and choose when we want to tap into the animalistic traits. And what you were saying earlier about how we don't know another way, that's the biggest thing that capitalism has going for itself, dog, is we can't even think outside of it, because a lot of the times, and this is what was happening to me, because I used to have mad arguments. My sister, shout out to her, I think I said it on the pod before, she was absolutely right about a lot of shit we used to argue about back in the day. Like when I was in college, she was like, yo, the country's set up for fascism and woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. I'm like, bruh, capitalism is perfect, dog. Like, what are you talking about? And
well, when you say it's perfect, of course. But
I'm exaggerating now, but I was defending it. I was of that mindset, that hyper-normalization shit. But, and something I still agree with to this day is that the only problem I see with any other option is that how do they stay alive? Because a lot of like socialists and kind of societies and shit, it's no defense.
Either you fend for yourself or you have somebody feed you. But if you have somebody feed you, you don't know what's in that spoon. It could be some applesauce or whatever that go-go squeeze shit you drink or eat. Mm-hmm. Would you say you drink that? The go-go squeeze?
Yeah. It's a beverage.
That's disgusting.
It's a beverage.
That's so disgusting, dude. But but yes. So it's like it just all
you don't
depends.
like smoothies? It's the same process.
Go-go squeezes aren't smoothies.
Have you
I
had
do
one?
like smoothies.
Have you had a go-go squeeze?
I haven't.
All right then.
Next time I'm at your crib,
you should keep talking about it.
Next time I'm at your crib, I'm gonna ask your sister if I can take some of hers,
and I'm gonna tell her to tell you no in Spanish.
Okay,
because she speak like 3 languages. Nigga.
Goddamn.
Tell you in Moroccan,
and she's from the South. But FMAC, where were we?
Capitalism.
Yeah.
And this being the only way.
This is,
and it can't be the only way.
You don't know.
We're talking about a lot of different things.
You don't know what they're going to be feeding you. And I think in a weird way, capitalism is like the best you can do, maybe. And it's almost like your point with the Jesus thing, like it's not the system that's wrong per se, it's the people that are in charge. You know? So it's people abuse power. Capitalism could be good in a perfect world if nobody felt like they needed to cheat to get more. If nobody
felt
like
it doesn't work. Like if you say at your job, there's some kind of honor system to where, like, we've had jobs like this before. There was an honor system to where you wrote down what hours you worked. Niggas are gonna abuse that because people are human.
Yeah, but no, the system works. Like if you write down the time you got in honestly, he's gonna put it in honestly. Like the system is gonna calculate it honestly. But it's the people.
But the flaw is the people. So that's why it doesn't work, because it doesn't work for us.
Yeah, so we have to, is it the system or is it ourselves? Is it the people in charge? But regardless, capitalism has built just a reputation and like a history. It's history we can look back on of just pillaging and like just because of the way we're set up. It's almost like we're hitmen for hire, like America. Like we're the biggest drug dealers
to the world.
We're the biggest dealers of everything. Like, yo, you need some weapons? I got that.
Now we're not the biggest dealers of everything. We still get imports on shit.
I'm just saying in terms of like,
they say we have,
yo, America, we need some. Like, yo, okay, we got that. Yeah, we got connects, nigga. You need some work, of course, we got that.
The Avengers of the world. And we NATO. We the biggest part of NATO.
You need bodyguards? We got that. We'll send a couple $1 billion.
Yeah, nah. But you know, we selling gold cards now, nigga.
How
It's
much
gonna be
money?
a bunch of Saudis in here running shit.
You said 2,000 people bought it? Or
1,000. $5 billion in total, because they're $5 million a piece.
I don't know what the fuck. Hey, man. It's like niggas buying cards, man. Niggas buying gold cards.
Nigga.
I can't wait to get 5 million. I might buy one. Fuck it.
There's no point. First of all, you already live here.
Exactly. I'm reinvesting in my country. I'm about to pay for our Patreon, which is $5, by the way.
Yeah, you don't even pay taxes at Menace Material, nigga.
I've said I'm about to.
Yeah.
Listen, nigga.
Yeah, but you've had the option for 2 years now, nigga.
Yeah, I've been waiting. We're starting to build up shit. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
the content's getting good
I
enough
want
for
some
you to
back catalog to watch.
Fuck out of here. But
nah, seriously.
I think we got somewhere in that.
Nah, this was a great conversation. You know, we kind of got to a couple of different places. There's really no ending to some of these conversations, like capitalism. I'm pretty sure we can talk more.
You know what? Next week, I'm going to come up with a new system. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to give myself 7 days. I'm going to create an alternative to this shit, F-Mac.
That's going to be impossible.
It's not going to be impossible. What's going to happen
what's gonna be your reference
What's
point?
going to
What's
happen
gonna be your
is
reference point?
what's going to happen is 6 days are going to go by, and then I'm going to think about it for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come with a loose idea that's the start of the real revolutionary's revolution. He'll hear this shit and he'll fix it in his head, and it'll be what it is.
I'm so glad you're not the president.
I'll be the Tupac of the shit.
I'm so glad you're not the
I
president.
won't be the change, but I'll spark the change inside the change.
Oh my God.
Find
We
the
don't
cure.
need another Tupac. We need Farrakhan is still alive. Why don't you be another Farrakhan?
Farrakhan's a capitalist.
Farrakhan's a capitalist? I know he's
Shout
not
out
afraid of money, but
Shout out FD Signifier. He got a real good video on like in the closet black conservatives. Like
Yeah.
it was like Hov, Farrakhan, somebody else. Bill Cosby, I think. I think it was Bill Cosby.
Of course.
But yeah, he did a deep dive on how they kind of just back up the same principles as like regular white conservative talking heads.
What about FD probably didn't talk about him, but what about that judge? Judge Mathis, is that his name?
I don't know if he talked about it in the video, but
what would you say he leans towards? Because he's kind of in the middle. I'm not gonna lie, Judge Mathis, he has, first of all, I didn't know he was this much of a real nigga to a certain degree. He was telling a lot of stories of his past. He grew up, what was that abusive couple? Fucking Ike and Tina.
Bobby and
when he was younger, he grew up around Ike and Tina, so he got stories about that. But yeah, he was talking on Vlad and shit, and a lot of his points, or I'm sorry, not Vlad, but another platform.
Do you think his hairline is real? I've always wondered that about him. Because it's pretty solid, but
Wait, no, go to Google. Is this the nigga? Is there another black judge?
This looks like him.
Type in Judge Mathis interview. Because that picture is so young, I can't even, he's like old as fuck now.
Okay, he don't got a
Like-
hairline no more.
Oh yeah.
No,
this
he
him.
still has that hairline.
Yeah, he does.
Click on that picture.
No, it was.
He kind of look like Charlie Wilson. Are you getting your
he's
black
like-
judges?
I'm
Are you thinking about Judge Joe Brown or something?
Judge Joe Brown.
Damn.
Type in Judge Joe Brown.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
It's probably white people who could tell
Yes,
them apart.
Judge Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown.
There's no white person that could tell. Maybe Nance.
Well, yeah.
Eminem.
I think white people might be scared of Judge Joe Brown.
Hell yeah, nigga.
He's interesting. It's like his
interviews are very interesting and real quick. It's very middle ground. Obviously conservative-esque, but he has some liberal talking points. Like seems like a fair guy.
I gotta redo some more history on this guy because
You should watch some interviews, dog. They're pretty good.
I've watched his interviews back in the day. I remember him saying some wild shit. So when
Very.
you're saying that he's moderate now, I'm like, I don't really remember that.
Yes.
I remember him kind of being like this interview in particular. Like, look at his face.
He looks like Danny Trejo right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he do.
But scroll down. On Hollywood's agenda against men, Bill Cosby in the U.S. prison system. Like, it's even that title, it's like kind of everywhere, but it seems he's about to solve something. Look at this nigga. God damn.
But you know what I'm gonna, because even back in the day, Like I would watch certain Breakfast Club interviews of thought leaders like Dr. Umar Johnson, and that shit's cool. But niggas need to really just read more books. Like I'm tired of getting ideas from other people and like their distilled versions of their compilations of things they put together. Because it's like there's something that he's saying that's true, but his heart is in this. You could tell when Judge Joe Brown is in an interview. It's like there's facts and information, and then there's his twist on the shit.
Yeah,
and I'm tired of having to decipher through niggas' twist.
Well, yep. Nigga, you gonna get old fast.
Because
nigga. You
a lot
gonna get
of
gray
time,
hair tomorrow, nigga. You're gonna have to keep doing that.
Because a lot of times certain shit just sounds good, and then like you kind of relay that point.
It depends on who's talking.
It was phrased with good wording.
It depends on who's talking. It depends on like what they've shown us in the past. You know what I mean? It's all dependent on the person's character. Like who's the person that's flip-flopped? Snoop Dogg. Whatever Snoop Dogg says from now on is gonna be like, okay, Snoop Dogg, I'll buy it, but okay.
It's been that way for a minute, man.
It hasn't been that way for a minute.
I've been saying it for a minute.
You haven't.
I've been saying that for a minute.
You haven't
literally
been
since
saying
2024
for a minute.
December 2024.
But you said it.
I was the first.
You know what? You was the. Whoa.
I was the first to say it, and I didn't even want to do
going
it. Dog.
Worse with it.
I didn't want to do it.
No,
dog.
Nigga.
Like I didn't want to like Snoop Dogg. That's an OG.
But
it's not like I don't fuck with Snoop no more. But it's just like niggas getting to that age where I'm starting to really see. Okay, he don't stand for nothing. He stand for everything. He's falling for anything just because it gives him the illusion that he has emotion. Yeah. Like it's just you really just seeing through the bullshit because nigga, we put a lot of trust in niggas. And the younger you are, the more you tend to do that shit.
Well, of course, and I wish I had a book to like go back to and like really have some information for niggas. But
call your sister.
I should.
She might get you some Audible points.
Well, no, I would have to buy the book first and tell her to buy the actual paperback, nigga.
She's like, here, let me get you something you're gonna use.
At least I'm learning, nigga.
We're both learning, nigga.
Yeah. First of all, I'm actually reading actual books. Not
me too.
The Art of Life.
I'm reading several, but those are just my audio books from when I'm at work. But my hard copies on my writing desk, yeah, nigga. You don't even
that weak ass desk.
You don't got no writing desk, nigga.
Nah.
Where do you work?
You can't put too much of anything in anybody that hasn't shown you personally like anything like worth something. Like I can put trust in you because we've been through experiences. We've been through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous nights.
Know what I mean?
Battlefields.
Arguments, philosophies.
Yeah,
it was a bunch of things.
You know what I mean? Is it cologne or cologne? We arguing. We fight.
Who's stronger, a bear or a gorilla?
Yeah. Nigga.
Who built the fucking pyramids? Was it aliens or Eddie Griffin?
Was Will Smith wrong for shooting that white girl that was fucking with the aliens in the movie? I don't know. But, you know, we've been through that shit. F-Mac. We getting there. Seeing you fuck up like that. Us yelling at you. We're getting there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hoop a little bit more. I gotta learn some secrets about you.
Yeah.
I gotta learn, I don't know.
What's the worst thing about you?
Well, I don't know, nigga.
That you can share with me right now. I'll give you some time to think. That's your _why.
It's the worst thing about me. Yeah, I'll think about that in an hour.
No, I'm just fucking with you. We know what it is.
Yeah. It's your hairline.
Yeah, it's that hairline. Oh. But he went to a professional this time. Look.
I did.
This is once a year, he gets a real chop.
It's annual.
It looks good.
Thanks.
How long does it last?
Looking real Dominican. This is like this is gonna be like 2 weeks. But I'm gonna my hairline. I'm gonna work on it myself, so it'll get fucked up again. But the shape is gonna be here for a while.
You have a stencil,
and that's all you need. Shout out to everybody that needs stencils, man. You know what I'm saying? The old niggas and young niggas. But continuing on with the conversation, I didn't know if you wanted to like continue on with like trusting niggas, and you know, like, you know, where you want to keep that going, or if you know you want to keep it smart with the capitalism.
Yo,
talk.
you and this 𝔓𝔦𝔑 literary skills, nigga. Get it out. I swear to God, we need a New Yorker on here.
Those hits is going.
Need a New Yorker to liven this shit up.
Let me get some speed.
You're not for real. But yeah, trust in niggas. Authority.
Snoop Dogg.
I've never had a real trust in authority, nigga. That's why I got held back in kindergarten. That's my problem. I was talking too much.
Nah, man. If you look back, there's always somebody, for most people, that you can look back and like, yo, you was an honest person.
Those are the funniest niggas.
I had this one dude, he used to like help like tutor at this church. You know what I'm saying? Like on Sundays and shit. And so
Did he have a thank you, Jesus sign?
You know, he didn't have a thank you, Jesus sign. He was married to an Asian woman and had Asian mixed babies, nigga.
Blasians?
He was a white dude.
Wasians.
Big ass head. And then, you know, I used to fry this nigga about his head. Like, his head was humongous, dog. It was like, it was incredible. But he was like the coolest dude ever, bruh. Like, he was just an honest dude. And looking back, I'm like, yo, I'm glad like he was around and shit. Like, I can look back and be like, yo, you was an honest guy.
Those
Preacher
like,
too.
I feel like those type of niggas taught me how to live life. You know what I mean? Like, because those were always the funniest niggas to me. Like, my stepmom from back in the day, her side of the family, we used to go over there and like ride the jet skis with them and all that shit. It was kind of cool. And they was Mexican. And my little brother's uncle, I'm not gonna say his name, but that nigga was just like the most like top probably 4 or 5 funniest niggas I've ever met. And for me to get on that list, you're not funny on purpose. Yeah. Like those aren't like, you know, we crack jokes. Yeah. Like, you know, we're trying. Yeah. Not trying, but you know, it's on purpose. The niggas that are just honest and talking, those are my favorite kind of niggas. He just used to like say the illest shit. Like one of the other uncles, the T.O.s, he was dating a gringo. Okay. He had a white girl. Yeah. So she had cooked something. It was like some like casserole with like some salmon and some egg. It gross. Yeah. They put it on the table and everybody did the whole, polite, let me get a tad of that just to show that I'm supportive. Yeah. And everybody was sitting out eating. The nigga showed up late. He walked in the room. He didn't even say hi to nobody. He was just like, yo, what the fuck is that? And she started crying, and he wouldn't stop. He was like, I'm sorry, but the shit is gross. Would you want me to lie about that shit? Yeah. I was dying, nigga. Yeah. Those are some of the funniest moments, nigga. Just tell the truth.
Yeah. When everybody's lying.
Be honest.
Yeah. That shit is pretty funny.
Yeah, nah.
Bring a lot of tension in the room, too.
Because you broke the Shakespearean stage that everybody's on.
Yeah, that Truman
like
Show
everybody's
shit.
putting on that face of
nobody wants to be there either.
You know what I mean?
And it's not like she already didn't know. She knew.
She figured.
She knew.
She figured, but you know what happened? The world enabled her. Yeah. Like the world played along with the charade of like, oh, this is okay. And so then like slowly she's gonna think that this tastes good eventually. Yeah. And she's gonna keep doing it. Everybody suffers. The people who got a fake eater suffer. She's suffering because she thinks she can cook. So she's telling other people, yo, motherfuckers love this.
This is
she's
what
poison other niggas with it.
It's a lot of people that have gotten just handheld through life in that way. Yeah. You know what I mean? In that way. Not in terms of like, you know, physical and like, you know, having a Rolls Royce when you're 16 or a Ferrari when you're 16. Yeah. But
and there's a couple of those.
That's why I said it like that. God, can't believe you were so fortunate, nigga. All that opportunity. But in terms of like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. That's been regular life for a lot of people. Yeah. And of course, mainly women. Mainly, probably. It's probably not a lot of dudes that.
It's some dudes too, dog. You know, if you're 6'8", like 240, you live in the same delusion.
Because you are living on easy.
You don't even have to be that big. I'm exaggerating. Yeah, but if you're bigger than the average person, your version of events is usually what's going on, because who's going to tell you no? Or who's going to be like, nah, that's not true? Like, most of the time, you control your environment.
Yeah. Until you put yourself in an environment where, you know, it's a 6'9" nigga, it's a 6'10" nigga. And if you know, and then that's it's pretty often. If you're 6'8", you're probably gonna be hooping, nigga.
6'8", 250, no. Probably not.
Okay, you did say 250.
Yeah, 250.
Who?
But I'm just talking about like
possible,
I'm just talking about the average big nigga. Yeah. Like they walk around, it's like, what am I about to do?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop me from doing it?
Exactly. The world.
It's a certain, like, you can have your own world within the world. And then there's some niggas who, it's like, they just got the worst situation. To where it's like their world is being ran by everybody else's world.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, they're at the bottom of the food chain, nigga.
Yeah, nah, nigga.
It's a rough position.
Yeah.
It's a rough position, nigga.
Some
We're
niggas,
in it.
Some niggas climb out of that, though, like Gelo.
Nigga, that's the whole point. And that's the point of capitalism. You got to just keep fighting and maybe, hopefully.
Shut up, stupid. But Gelo's definitely taking advantage of capitalism. Have you seen his, he's got like 2 new songs. He's got one with Glorilla.
Yeah, I saw his live performance at Rolling Loud a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He looked
gelatinous.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was up there moving like the blob.
Yeah. Nah. He definitely, nah. But I'm glad that he's moving forward with his life, his new life. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he's sticking to it.
I feel like LeVar gave him permission to really cuss. Because like after that first song, you can kind of tell like he's rapping like his dad's gonna hear this. You know, he's saying nigga and bitch, but
yeah,
he's rapping like LeVar is gonna say something after.
Yeah.
But that song that he dropped after, LeVar gave him the go ahead to just chase his dreams.
You think so?
Which is what you do as a great father when you have them at a good age.
When you have him at a good
He's still around to see Gelo's rap career, nigga. Gelo bloomed late as fuck. Like imagine you had 3 kids and you had him at 48.
Well, yeah.
You wouldn't even know if your middle child became anything.
Yeah, he just can't stand on the stage with him.
Or maybe your death would inspire him to be that nigga.
It depends though, like how far do you think this can go? How far do you want it to go, honestly?
There's a kid named 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 who has a rap career.
He was not like a normal kid. Wasn't he that dude's son or stepson?
Gelo's not a normal dude either. He's got 2 brothers in the NBA. He's the only nigga. He's probably one of the only niggas that can say that.
Yeah, but even with first of all,
he's got his own legacy too. The Chino Hills, you know what I mean? Like he ain't no slouch. He has his own level of notoriety.
Of course, and there have been, child rappers. It's like the ones that are popular, they're popular, but 𝙿𝙾𝚃, nigga,
he has a career. It don't take much.
We have a career.
Not in
rap. It don't take much.
Not in rap. I mean, it take a little bit.
Yeah, but okay. Look, it's still like, I don't know if he can keep it up.
What does keeping it up mean for a rapper? Because you're gonna understand, right? He signed a deal for a couple $1 million, right? Like he's already made more money off rap than most people who've been rapping. Like, I'm talking about like trying to bust through the scene and like get to that level of even being a C to B list rapper. He's made more money than all of them niggas by now. And a lot of those niggas have solid careers, dog, to where it's like, I'm an actual fan of this dude. He isn't a mainstream artist, but he's making his money on the road. He's doing what he do. He's made more money. So he's already got that secured as long as he has 200 people that can come and make him feel special and sing all the words of his songs. He made it.
Yeah, but that's what first of all,
because he's not gonna his career.
How long?
Let's be real. He's not that great of a rapper to where he's going to go up into the Raptors. He's not. That's not his trajectory. I don't even think that's what he's in it for.
He has to. He's eating right now, but eventually he's going to have to hibernate, and it's like, what's going to be left on that muscle? Like you said, like is it going to be 200 people that's left after he's just stopped being pushed? Because I don't. First of all, I'm saying this, but I'm probably gonna go to his concert in Charlotte when it happens.
You have to.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. But I will say, it's like, if it's 200 people, it's 200 people. I mean, I don't really give a fuck. But it's still
and
how
it's gonna
much,
be more than that, probably.
Hopefully. Yeah. But how much is gonna be left? Because let's be honest, he hasn't done his shows. He's going around the country like doing like festivals, which you're supposed to be doing.
Because he's on the come up.
Especially when you have the connections to do that, duh.
He's on the come up. He has to gather his fan base. Like, we're literally seeing his rookie season. So it's like you gotta hit these festivals.
I haven't even
heard. You gotta go get these fans on the ground level.
I've seen he's dropped other songs, but I saw the little performance when I guess he was performing in the other ones.
Yeah.
But
That one right there, the Can You Please Say That Ass For Me?
Oh, is that
Glorilla.
she in the video?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see he's doing the right stuff. He's doing the right stuff.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, we can't put it up.
Yeah, we can't put it up.
This shit is still. We can just have it running
Do
in
you
the
like
background because there's a lot of ass being shaken in the video. So it's cool.
Okay, yeah. This is just for us. But how?
And for what he is, it's cool. Like this is just a song that you're not gonna turn it on
do
yourself.
you like it?
I don't love it. Nah. I think it's cool. Like, what do you put cool in that scale? Like, love it is, up there, amazing, sensational. I like it is, do you put cool under that? Because sometimes I use cool as alright.
4 out of 10.
But that don't mean that I like it.
That's a 4 out of 10.
Cool and I like it is like a 6 or 7.
It's
Solid.
up there.
Okay.
It's up there.
So this is cool.
Okay.
Yeah, this is cool.
And cool in terms of music is different from like a 4 out of 10 for like a bitch.
Or a TV show.
Because a 4 out of 10 means, in music means, if it's on a video game, 2K probably, hopefully, because I still want to support the nigga. Perfect. I'm not wishing downfall.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
It's perfect.
If it's on somewhere in the club outside, it's not like, fucking this fucking past fucking AAU nigga.
If it's on and it's bitches like that around and they shaking ass to it, it's perfectly fine. And you got to hear the song because you could,
no,
maybe.
I do.
Maybe.
Hear it.
I think that
I
you could
literally
pull up
hear
somewhere
it right now.
I think you could pull up somewhere and see some acrobatics.
I can hear it. I know exactly what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
Based off how you threw that dollar.
It's just niggas flexing. You got white dudes.
You got all his homies in this shit.
It's a bunch of bitches. He's living. I feel like if he came out in 2010, this nigga would be humongous.
I think the nigga was like 16 though.
Yeah, I know, but if he came out like this, you saw that? That bitch was hanging, smacking her coochie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lane for this. There's a lane for all this smut.
Speaking on monkeys. It's a lot of it in this video. There's so many
bitches in this video that like they're not even all bad.
Bro,
they just dead.
It's like, damn, she looks good.
Who, Glow?
No, the bitches beside him.
Yeah.
Her. And in the back. She's shaking ass they're just shaking ass.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have to turn this off. We might be sinning right now.
Nah, it's okay.
So much low-key feels like that.
You know
Especially with no music.
No music.
But
and you did this.
This is a pretty good this is good analysis because there is an egregious amount of ass in this video.
Say analysis?
Analysis.
Okay. I swear to God, you said analysis.
Analysis. But, and then, he kind of keeps doing this shit to where at the end of the music video, the next song he about to drop plays as he's going to another thing. Like, it's like it's a precursor look.
God. That's why if he came out when Soulja Boy was dying down, man, this nigga would be hard. But like, it just seems a little bit like he's trying to be a rapper. And that's why I said, I don't know how long he can, just like keep doing this until he actually finds his solid base, his people. Cause like, name a nigga that could do that could ride around to that. And we didn't even listen to it, but
nigga, every nigga we've ever known, literally. I fucked him up with that one.
No.
Yeah, all of them. Name a nigga and I'll tell you.
Any dude?
Yeah, name him. I'll tell you.
Shout out Troy.
Yes.
D1G.
Of course.
2H.
Hell, nigga.
AK.
AK would hate because he's a nigga like you.
No, he's not a nigga like me.
AK would hate.
AK.
Justo would hate.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Justo's a hate. He be hating on niggas' music. Dude.
Come on, dog.
Justo's music is so good, he can hate on other niggas' music. He just gets the right to do it.
Because at least
and it's not even about riding around to it. You got to understand what his objective is, nigga.
I know.
He wants to be played in the clubs.
No.
In the streets.
But that's the thing. There's people that have tried to do this in 2010 that did it successfully and was just real about it. Waka Flocka, nigga.
You think he's lying about wanting bitches to shake ass? When he said, "Can you please shake that ass for me?" You thought that he was like he's playing a character? Any nigga in America, the world, can just say that and believe it. It's that simple. It's that universal. Who wouldn't want a bitch shaking ass? Where's the lie?
The way he talks about it. It's just the way he talks about it.
You getting in dangerous territory, nigga.
It's the way he look, man.
I don't think
like I said, there's better I want to throw money on a bitch songs. So many better songs than this that are gonna be played in the club that you can play in the car.
Nah, but you gotta understand.
And I'm saying this, and I feel like Stephen A. Smith, like I want him to succeed, but it's just like he needs to actually go to the streets. You know what I mean?
You make it sound like there's no room for the nigga. Like, doesn't it sound like there's only so much radio space they could take up in the strip club? Like, nigga, there's multiple songs that get played. Now, Atlanta might be different because Future kind of run all them shits. Future got a monopoly on strip clubs up there.
That's his line.
But every other city, in
Idaho,
America, nigga,
I feel you.
even where they
Shut up,
from,
nigga.
imagine what they bumping in Chino Hills, nigga. Them white girls at these mansion parties.
They're not bumping this.
Nigga, they're Chino Hill legends, dog. They grew up there.
They're not bumping this.
They're thumping it.
Usher is still alive, dog. Roscoe Dash is
Whoa.
still
You
no
just
hands.
said, you just say Usher?
Nut. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, nigga.
Yeah.
They're swerving. They've been the
Fuck,
corners.
Nigga. Yes, nigga.
Nah,
Fuck is you talking?
nigga.
They playing Usher before this shit.
You just don't like Gelo.
I do like that. I do like.
You don't like the song, and it's alright to not like the song, but
and I didn't even hear.
yeah, exactly. Like you said, all this, he didn't hear a lyric.
But I know what it
F-Mac,
is.
do
I
you
know what it
understand
is.
that? We just had I can't even. See, that's why I go wrong. I have whole conversations entertaining bullshit.
But I know what it sounds like, dog. I promise you.
Sing it.
Yeah, I want to throw some money on a stripper. Yeah. Nigga.
That's so much work. You weren't
even
in the same pocket,
strippers.
Yeah, nah, it's a lot better than that.
I want to throw some.
It's a lot better than that. We're going to have to play it. But we should probably get into these Wild Wives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What point in the show we at?
We're at
Just to make sure everybody got time, you know what I mean?
like 2:15, something like that.
Fighting and all that shit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, well, I'll say that Stephen A. shit.
Yeah, we said.
But yes, YLOI's partnered in the show, which y'all made it to. So like the video, we get to answer y'all questions that y'all left in the comment section on last week's video, and we're here to answer them. But also, we're gonna ask you questions a little bit later, probably about 2-3 minutes. Well, we got a couple things to respond to. It's probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So make sure you stay for that to answer them for next week. You see what I'm saying? It's a back and forth, give and take. You know what I mean? Because we love y'all and shit. But
Trying to find this Discord app. Where the hell did I put this?
we had asked a question last week, which was basically, you know, why do you even listen to us? Why do y'all fuck with us like that?
Yeah, we were trying to do some field research, focus groups, and we were trying to really understand why you niggas see our faces on YouTube and click on them. And luckily for us, we got a few responses.
We got a few.
You got them pulled up, or I got them right here?
Yeah, I got them. So one of them was like, hey guys, I've been a big fan for a while. You guys have great energy, knowledge, and are very well spoken. I'd love a collab. I'd love to collab somehow. And we're about to hit 20K subs. Love from Colorado. And this channel is actually Street Champs.
Yes.
Street Champs. Shout out to these boys. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely go get them a sub, man.
Yeah, go give them a sub, man.
I haven't looked at y'all videos yet,
Yeah.
but I just saw the positive energy in the thumbnails. I was like, they look like good guys. Fuck it. I'm gonna do a deep dive.
Whites, blacks, Mexicans, they got everybody over there. So
we got more flavors than us over here. Yeah. Got a blacks and Puerto Ricans.
Asians. So yeah, nah. Fuck with y'all too. Nutso responded. Bill Burr himself says he's liberal. He is liberal in the Breakfast Club, and from what I remember, he has always been left leaning. That was to something that we said last week.
Yeah, nah, that was Nutso's Wild Wild for the week. He just said on Discord that was gonna count as that. But yeah, you were wrong again, stupid.
Yep. And I come for intelligent convo. Y'all are very smart, all that shit. Now, let's get to the longest one.
Yeah, this is a real deep dive. Shout out to you for watching the show.
Yeah.
And for taking the time out to type all this.
Yeah.
And because I feel like you mean, like you have good intentions with this. Like, you know, this isn't full of hate just from the glance I did.
Yes.
But, you know,
yes.
Somebody has to read it. Yeah, I'll read it. I'll read the first half.
Okay.
Hashtag #WildWhy. I've been watching since the Joe Budden crossover. Firstly, I want to say congratulations and to keep up the good work. I know how the grind go. My question is, who do you consider as leaders in your life? How do you feel you are developing yourselves as leaders? Below, I have some commentary and suggestions. We should probably answer the question first and then read what he said.
Yes. Because the leaders, as leaders in your life, how do you feel you are developing yourself as leader?
Who do I consider as a leader? See, that's really the problem.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking leaders. Like,
leader in my life. I wouldn't say, is a leader a person you look up to?
Maybe that's the better
or
way
like
to put it.
that
qualities
you
like,
look at, for example?
I see qualities in my mother, you know what I mean? Just like in terms of leadership, qualities in my sister.
My mother was the only person who was like example I could even look at. Or like I could look at other people's examples, but it's like my mom was there every day. So it's like whatever she was on is what I could really learn.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, you got to get up. You got to work your ass off.
You feel me?
You got no complaining. Like, you just got to get that shit done.
You feel me?
And really, that shit can go both ways because I kind of learned the wrong thing to where it's like I should suffer alone.
Well, that's the thing. You get older to decipher what you've learned and to be like, wait, that wasn't really right.
And what you should take out of it.
And that usually happens hopefully around 18, like the real, like maybe 21.
Because I remember even we was talking about it one time, not even on the pod, just when we was younger. Like, we was trying to describe why we don't take courtesy well. You know what I mean? To where like a motherfucker's like offering some shit and we'd be like, nah, I'm good. Like, trying not to be too needy.
Yeah. Or like compliments.
Yeah, or like any shit like that. And I think that's why. It's just like, I just feel like I should be suffering by myself. It's easier that way. It's like, I'm not going to make my problems your problems. I'm just going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why there's been no leaders. Because, you know, shit, there wasn't a lot of, I didn't grow up in FMAX family. I didn't have a lot of a college degree guys to look up and be like, okay, that's what I should probably be doing. I really just saw what niggas was doing wrong. It was like, okay, that's probably not right.
Yeah, literally. And that's basically how it was. There was some few characters, like I said, the preacher man.
Yeah.
White dude. He was a cool dude. It was a couple like other people, but for the most part, I was just looking at my surroundings like, yep, not gonna do that, not gonna do that. Or I'm definitely gonna do that better. But, you know, and that's, I don't know if that's normal. Is that normal, FMAC? Like, because we're joking, but you grew up normal. You know what I mean? Do you feel
like we don't want to marginalize your shit either, because growing up normal don't mean that nothing didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Motherfuckers can be smart and be assholes.
Yeah. You were saying which piece?
In terms of, like, did you grow up the same way where you're just kind of looking around at what you're not going to be doing?
Yeah. Cause I had that same thought process with my dad actually. Cause it's like, there's stuff that I know I want to do better than him just based on how I was raised.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
The shit that you saw, literally.
It's like, I know where I'm lacking and how he raised me. I'm lacking in these areas because of how he did it. Yeah, he was like doing his thing, but this is how he did it. And I'm like, it would have been way better if it was done like this. That's why I need to do that.
Yes.
Nigga, I had to turn like 18 or 19 to realize that like, I'm not a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that.
To where it's like I've just been a guy. I've had nuts. And I'm not soft, like, it's none of that shit, but it's just like, I realized, okay, there's another element to being an adult male than just being a guy.
Yeah.
That's just alive and tough and they can do stupid shit. Like, there's a whole other way of operating. And
mentally, spiritually.
And then it's like, we're doing this subconsciously. Like it's certain niggas, especially if you don't got like a actual father to look up to, you build a father. Like through different famous people. Like you take a little Uncle Phil, maybe some elements of Snoop Dogg, and like it's just certain people that you respect as a dude. It's like, okay, there's something about him that I would want in me as an adult. And you don't even really know what it is, but it's just like, okay, he got it. I'm gonna fuck with him.
And they're characters.
Literally.
The characters they play.
And because then niggas get to the age like now to where it's like, okay, I grew up thinking that was something, and it's really this whole time.
It's really this.
Like the curtain falls down behind that shit. So, nigga, no leaders.
Yeah.
I used to hate leaders.
You want to do it yourself.
Yeah, because it's like after a while you get so fed up with like trying to like just realizing that nothing's gonna come. Like you just gonna have to figure that shit out. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Might as well do it myself.
When somebody do come, it's like, nigga, where you been? Fuck you. I already figured it out. I already learned the wrong way. And I'm trying to make that work.
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah, nah. And his second question was, how do you feel you are developing yourselves as leaders? I mean,
trying to figure out all that shit.
Yeah, trying to figure out shit. Don't want to just say reading, but reading, gaining knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like kind of like reflecting on that kind of thing.
Inner work.
Like shit that like, okay, that happened. What did that make me think going on later? And like I just be noticing more of my behavior, like more of my patterns. And I'll just be trying to figure out why I'm doing that shit.
That's important.
Yep, like literally like really getting to know yourself, like learning your tics.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you know, I mean, shit, y'all have experienced it. I feel like every pod I come through with some new shit. Like, why don't I be doing this? I'll be turning this into therapy. I appreciate you, brothers. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to find my way.
You know, I see the same thing. I get the same thing from this room for real.
Word.
Yeah. Like, I think also being very aware of your demons that you are going to be carrying.
Yeah,
is a big piece. Because it's like, you're always going to have to deal with them, but how are you actually dealing with them? Or are you just living with them?
Yeah, and you shouldn't, it's like deal with, like you have to, it's like basketball, like you got to beat the offense there first. You feel me? Like you got to be aggressive. You can't let them like, even like get a step. You know what I'm saying?
There's a dance in that too though, because it's like, you're still kind of avoiding them. Like from what I've been seeing and like certain shit that I've read, like, and even in that Robert Greene book, he talks about trying to integrate that shit.
Yeah.
Because the problem is a lot of niggas just try to throw it away and suppress it. And when you do that, it's going to leak in other shit.
Exactly.
And everything's going to get fucked up. But even like what Kobe did, like he was going through, he made that whole Black Mamba persona when he was going through that trial.
Yeah.
And going through all that pressure. And he had like all this negative pent up shit. He was like, I have to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
That's the only way to be an efficient human. Like your body works, it has waste. It's got to get rid of it.
Yep.
It's just gonna, unless it's just gonna sit there, you're gonna stinky guts and shit.
You got to execute.
You're not gonna be a pleasure to be around. So that's the thing, because they shape who you are. Like when you walk around, you have a shadow. That shit is never going nowhere.
Yeah.
You just gotta
get better at
learn how to have a rhythm with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why like I think comedians,
it depends.
I think with comedians, like some of the best comedians do that. Like they take like that negative aspect of themselves and they make fun of it. Like they put it through that light.
It's different ways. Like, yes, that's the outcome. That's the equation.
Like Patrice joking about his diabetes. It's like the negative things that you feel, you make something of it.
Yeah.
Instead of just letting it suffer.
Yeah.
Suffer. Both of them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just made a new word.
Boil.
And it's so weird because a lot of people will neglect it in a crazy way. Like there's a lot of people that gauge success purely based on money, and they won't acknowledge their problems because they're like, I need to get my money figured out right now, and I'll handle my issues later on the back end. But there's a chance you might not get to exactly where you want to go.
And you know what's fucked up though? They're right for thinking that, because you can't worry about your childhood trauma when you have to literally survive today.
Yeah.
True.
Like there's no time to think about the past. Like I gotta make sure I make it here on time so I can have the money to be able to eat this later. Like you gotta literally structure your day. It's so short-sighted.
And you're right, but I don't mean money in the sense of survival.
You mean money,
like
the
success,
greed
like
part.
nigga, I need to be a millionaire before I turn 30 kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's
not escaping poverty. You're talking about niggas who are literally trying to
real aspiration.
And think that curing their depression is because they don't have as many yachts as they homie they went to college with.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
When they don't realize their mom was a bitch.
Exactly right.
Mom was a bitch, grandma was a hoe. It's just life, man.
Yeah, nah. It's just the odds. But yeah. There was more to this question right here. We answered both questions?
Yes.
So then he goes on to say, below I have some commentary and suggestions. You know, we love both of those over here. You know, we're some open-minded individuals.
Of course.
If I do say so myself.
Yes.
But now to get into it, on this episode, y'all mentioned critical thinking. It's funny. We did it again this one.
Yep.
This is a major concern I get when I watch y'all show. I understand y'all young, so am I. But you will be the most successful at this when you have deep knowledge to pair with your entertaining personalities. Tone seems to be genuinely curious and interested about the world and how it works. It's clear he has an interest in politics specifically. He said everyone there is too dumb to understand the media surrounding government issues. Sounds like Groove. But I would encourage you to keep learning. In fact, I encourage each of you to focus deeply on a specific field with the goal of becoming an expert. For Tone, he rests a lot on his experience of basketball, but I suggest you add politics, psychology, or economics to that repertoire, as it seems like you are drawn to social sciences. You're absolutely right. You should have seen my high school YouTube algorithm, nigga. Like, you know how in your watch later, you can change the date? Like, you can go to oldest and newest.
Yeah.
When I go to oldest, nigga, it's all just
different.
Conspiracy theories, IRS, how to flip money and shit. Yeah, all that shit. And for Jay Nobles, I would encourage you to reflect more and understand what things make you feel insecure. Based on the way you handle being wrong and the accounts of the people who spend time with you, it seems like you feel the need to overcompensate for something you perceive as a shortcoming. Damn, I didn't read all that. As a shortcoming, this makes you boast, and you seem to have a genuine distaste for learning and knowledge. If this is a character that you're playing for entertainment purposes, keep it up because it's entertaining. If not, do some introspecting. The affinity you feel for conservative figureheads is based on your obsession with their power, which they have without being great or smart. If you feel like you are not great and smart, then clearly these people are role models. But if you believe in yourself and you don't need to emphasize how great you are compared to others, they will tell you and give you props. I understand you have a passion for combat sports and fitness. Maybe this is a good area to double down in terms of becoming an expert, seeing as how your scoliosis makes you so stupid. Nah, that was just me.
I was about to say that.
You can tell by how stupid it was. Maybe even learn more about the principles of combat in general used in larger military conflicts, etc. You'll find that there's a lot in common between warfare and boxing, or jujitsu at a larger scale.
Really?
For White Man, you mentioned finance as a focus based on issues you had a few months ago. This could be a good area to study and bring insights to the pod. Ultimately, everything depends on where you see yourselves in the future and what audience you are trying to build. I wish you all success.
Thank you. Yo, phenomenal reading.
What a great
That was
guy.
good reading?
That was pretty good reading.
Appreciate you, man.
So, I mean, I'm gonna have to say I appreciate you. I do.
Yeah.
But your outlook, and that's the thing, you're not really, we're giving y'all a couple hours of us, which is on camera. And yes, you are right. We're trying to be entertaining. I don't agree with like, I'm not trying to learn shit. I feel like I come in with, y'all joke about me with minerals. I was right about that head kicking shit, which he didn't comment down below. He didn't do that.
That's the problem, though. You're proving this point now.
But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. But nah, it is, I do appreciate you, but I feel like you're watching, trying to find something when you're only seeing like small parts of us, and you're trying to build a bigger picture on a small puzzle piece. You know what I mean?
I see. Keep going.
But I mean, that's just why I feel like it's happening. But I do appreciate where you're coming from, and like just because he even said it's like, yo, if this character is cool, woody whoop whoop, you know what I mean? But it's
y'all are both right. I literally see where both of y'all are coming from. Because on one hand, yeah, like we're trying to distill us in these 2 to 2.5 hour installments once
sometimes
a week.
3.
But over time,
yeah,
it's not a bad indication of who we are.
Yeah.
Like it's an exaggerated fake, and it's not on purpose. Like, you know, we know how to entertain. Like this is who we are. And that's Mac, you could probably speak to this more because you literally see us over there, cameras off, and you see us when the camera's on. Is there much difference?
No.
It's just probably just more pronunciation because other people gotta hear it. You know what
just
I mean?
like slightly heightened.
More emotion in it, but it's like
it's heightened off camera?
Or no, slightly heightened on camera.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's because other people are having to hear it.
You get what I'm saying?
Like we're trying to make theater for them. But so you're right, and he's also like it also is still enough to have an opinion. And so I do see why people think that about you, but I know you better than anybody, like literally here.
Yeah.
Like literally anybody in LOI.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's the reason I'll argue with you or, debate.
Yeah.
Like have the conversations because you come around. You always do. And so it's like on the surface, it does seem like you're an ignorant guy. And, a lot of that is the entertaining aspect.
And I wouldn't even say like
when shit really makes sense with like real truth and real logic, you come around to it. It might take time, but that's with anybody, dog. Like I even said earlier, I'm trying to get you to come around to something that I came around to recently that I was disagreeing with years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's all about time. And so it's not that you're not willing to learn. It's just when it happens.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say like willingness to learn. Like I wouldn't even know how he got that from, because it's like niggas come with shit. Like niggas always have new information. You know what I'm saying? Like I think my stubbornness, right?
Yeah.
My stubbornness, it can come off as like ignorant, right? When really, sometimes it's really just like confidence and understanding in myself. Like some things I'm just not gonna things I'm just not gonna fucking agree with.
And it depends on what it is.
And it works literally both ways.
It depends on what it is too, because we're talking in like a vague sense of right or wrong. There's not always the clear, like when we're talking about shit of taste or like objective things or subjective things, it's like at a certain point you're just gonna see certain things your way. You know what I mean? Unless there's a direct answer that Google could be like, nah, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Other than that,
and it's like, I don't know. Perspective is everything, and
I get what
I just try to come with mine.
Yeah, but the thing about stubbornness though is that it technically is ignorance, because knowledge is being able to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's being shakeable, and
of course.
And like, I know you better than most niggas. So it's like, I know.
Yeah, I know you're not like telling me
exactly.
This. You're just.
I'm really telling them.
You're not telling me. I know what you. I know. Like, I appreciate them regardless.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And like, yeah.
And I will double down on military information and how that combines with jiu-jitsu and the military structure and power of the oligarchy and shit.
Yeah, I think his analysis of shit that like we can become experts on is pretty spot on, because that is the shit that like we loosely kind of like bring up interestingly. But F-Mac, what you think about that? What you think about what he said just in general? Because like you've been here for a minute now. Like
you've been here for like almost 2 years.
Nah, not 2 years.
Nah, not 2 years, but he's been here for a while.
For a year.
He's been here a year. Yeah,
yeah, maybe a
year
little
and some
over a
change.
Year and some change.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm honestly on the same wave as you, Tone, because I see what this nigga is saying, and I know how Jay is, of course not to the same extent, but at least from what I'm seeing, I know that is the truth, because it's what you're saying, and it's also what I can view myself.
Yeah.
It's like I could tell this nigga is open to learning for sure. And he also, I have seen him, whenever he is wrong on something, admitting on it and maybe educating himself a little bit more on it and be like, oh yeah, it is this kind of shit. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
I have.
Like,
I have.
you've seen that.
Yeah, and it's like, but it almost is kind of your whole thing. Like the pieces that he's talking about is kind of your thing that you do. That's just your thing.
Yeah, that's just my genetic like fucking it's like what the fuck?
It is like that.
Yeah. And and I think sometimes you'll have the same level of confidence when you know and when you're kind of sure. And I think that's where people really get that indication from. Because it's like it's the same level of nigga, yes. Vindication.
Yes, and look, sometimes I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm right, I'm right. It's all right. Everything, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
But nah, I appreciate that.
Appreciate you taking the time to write all that shit out.
Yeah,
though.
man, I appreciate it.
That was real shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that was some.
This was a good question.
That was a good while of why.
That was a
that
good
made
while
up
of
for
why.
the weeks.
Yeah.
Of dryness.
All because Leak been gone. Shout out to Leak too for putting the timestamps in the comment section. Very much appreciated.
Leak, if you watching this, respond to this guy's comment, because you another nigga that's been watching.
Yeah.
And see, that's what we got to do.
Exactly.
We got to take all the perspectives into it.
We have to.
Because you don't know what your asshole looks like.
Exactly.
It's something that's not on your consciousness. Like it isn't designed for you to see it, so it's almost outside of yourself.
Yeah.
You have to have it described to you.
I have to.
That shit threw me out for a second.
We had to balance off the show though.
Yeah, that
you know what I
caught me
mean? There was a
off
whole
guard.
lot of like, healthy shit.
Yeah.
Shit was cool. You know what I mean? I might have got some single mothers to listen to this nigga. We gotta scare them off.
You don't know what your asshole looks like.
Nah, but that's a perfect. You don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, nobody knows what the asshole
You
looks
don't
like.
know.
That's real.
Sure, I hope you don't know.
Yeah.
AJ might. He's been cleaning his lately.
Yeah. You got to look in the mirror after you clean it.
You got to see what you bought.
You got to toot it up, nigga.
Removed all the rubble.
Goodness gracious. Ugh.
Yeah. And on that note.
Yeah, nah. Appreciate everybody commenting down below. Hashtag #WildOY in the comment section. Leak, make sure you send one. Appreciate you working for us and shit, leaving timestamps, but make sure you send one too.
That was amazing, man.
What has been the theme of this episode? What question?
What question should we ask them?
What have we talked about?
Leak has his own personal assignment I want him to do. I want him to. I want to get his perspective on that one long while of why.
Yes.
But for the greater masses,
I think trust is a big one that sort of had to do with a lot of stuff in this.
Trust.
I wonder. Trust. Wait, no. What does that say? No apologize?
No apologies.
Oh, no apologies.
Because trust is an investment. Like, you technically trust people as soon as you meet them. It's low levels of trust, but like just to have somebody in distance to hurt you and like just assuming that they're not gonna do it, you're already trusting them. Like if you walk up to a random stranger, there's like a low level of trust.
It's true.
But most niggas don't view it that way. So I'm wondering, like,
if there was a fee for trusting.
Yeah, like
if you had to pay $1,000.
Like, what is the most trust investment that you could give? Because if you meet a random bitch at the club and she sucks your dick, you gave her a lot of trust.
It's true.
You put your piece in her mouth, so you're assuming she flosses. You're assuming that
no gingivitis,
no herpes.
Yeah,
she don't got nothing. Yet.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's loose trust though.
But it's that's a lot of trust. That's a lot of trust.
Shit, I mean, you see her face, you get to see her mouth before.
But you don't do a thermal, like you don't examine her tonsils.
I don't even know if that's trust. That's just a risk. You're taking a risk.
But isn't that not with any girl?
Risk has trust associated with it though, right? Because like you're taking the risk because you trust somehow that you'll come out on top.
But also you're about to get your dick sucked.
That's
you're
just
not
fake.
really thinking that hard about like, do I trust her
Yeah.
enough? At that moment, it's
See,
like,
that's the
is it
problem with most
worth
niggas.
going? Is it worth going through? Could I get something?
I think you make that initial decision very fast. Like as soon, like the first 2 words that you speak to a bitch, you know if you fuck a girl as soon as you see her. And then when you get up on her and like y'all start talking, then you know even more like, okay, this is finite yes and no.
Yeah.
So I think we figured out trust.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no questions
if you
about
had to pay, if you had to pay $1,000 to trust a motherfucker, how much would you spend on the people around you?
That's the best question we came up with. I think there's a better one. I feel what you're saying. I'm gonna be open minded.
I don't understand the question actually.
Like, and that's why it's not the best. I get what you're saying.
If you had like the people around you, like if you had to pay $1,000 to have trust in me, you know what I mean? Like if you was hurt, if you was in trouble, nigga, that flat tire, would you pay that to me as an investment? Like you're paying for trust.
Paying for
but
the
me
peace of
though.
mind. For you specifically.
Like for me, like $1,000 for me to be there for you. Like, would you pay that?
Hell no.
So that's one. Your mother.
Well, no, I wouldn't pay anybody. Cause I feel like I shouldn't.
But I'm saying, I'm speaking to like the, I'm speaking to like the importance of trust and how important that is.
Oh,
you get what
so
I'm
like
saying? So like, would you pay your mother $1,000 for her trust? Like for her, like, yo, I'm in trouble.
I got a question. How much? Unless that man got an answer for that.
I
that
don't.
Shit,
I'm having a hard time.
I was about to say, you leave that real alone. How much do you trust yourself? And I'm trying to formulate it into like a real, like, you know, boop, boop, boop question. But it's like, the more I think about some of the decisions I make, the more I realize that, like, I'm just kind of running on a pattern that got set in. Like, I walk around thinking I'm consciously making decisions, but I only have a certain amount of options because I have a mindset that frames certain things. So it's not really just free will. I have a multiple choice of all acceptable answers for me.
Pattern recognition.
Yeah, you think it's like off-roading, but you're actually on the highway kind of situation.
All right, put it this way. How many of the decisions that you make do you think you actually make? Let's see if they can do something with that. That's all I got right now. Yeah, I think it's better than that mumbo, that Mojo Jojo you was talking about.
Nigga, you just
nigga said if you had $1,000, would you pay your mom to trust you to save your like? Nigga, what?
Nigga, I'm saying, first of all, we saw you give up on yours. You was like, fuck it. I'm saying that like if your mother, do you trust her now?
I do.
Would you, if you had to pay for whatever that is, if that was $1,000, would you pay for it for your mother?
I still don't get it.
Let's say
if it had a monetary value on it.
If it had a monetary value on it.
If it was like, if I didn't pay for it, it wouldn't exist.
What about your sister?
No.
So you're only spending $1,000 right now. What about your father?
I still don't get the question.
It's like, is the trust worth
the $1,000?
Worth the $1,000?
So it's like, it's almost like, would you?
How important is trust worth to you and the people like you deem around you?
Because you know what they do already.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm asking that and a little bit more, you know, just in terms of like, and I'm talking about if you lose your legs, who gonna fucking feed eggs to you, nigga? Type shit.
It's almost some shit to where it's like, do you trust your sister to find an envelope with your name on it that has $1,000 and to give it to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and she doesn't even know if you know about this money. This is just like magical FMAC money. Like, should I bring it to him or should I keep it for myself? He's never going to know if I kept it or not.
Yeah, but it's also like, I'm saying you pay for it because you pay for it in real life with time and energy and like actual risk sometimes. So it's like you
wanted to make it deep. Stop trying to be smart, nigga. Oh my God.
You better write something about this right now. I'm explaining it. I'm trying to get to a deeper level. And look at this nigga. You said you better write something about this shit. But no, you kind of get the question.
I kind of get it.
I'm saying, would you pay? Like you said no for me, which I feel you. Not right now. We need
originally
2 more years.
What about
we need 2 more years.
Originally, it was because I didn't understand the question.
We need 2 more years. I wouldn't feel if you lost your legs, dog. You would have to see me. You would have to see me, dog.
I don't even get it.
You would have to come and see me.
For
like,
what?
You just have to be
bathe
around. Like I couldn't come to carry every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Like chop it up with you. I'm sorry. Lost your legs.
He's not even worth $25.
He's lost your legs, dog.
Yeah, nah.
It's over with.
So what are we gonna ask?
Your hair.
What are we asking him? I think it could be as simple as like, yo, if somebody like just go through the people that you trust the most. If they found $1,000, a gold card for the U.S. for Nutso with his name on it, would you trust that your homie would give it to you, or do you think he would take it for himself?
I'm saying,
who do you trust?
Who do you trust? Who do you trust that would bring that to you?
That and if trust is a thing that you have to buy with your time, with your heart, with your voice, then who around you would you pay $1,000 for that to keep that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like most people would probably be their mother. They would be like, all right, fuck it. I got to work hard this week. I got to get like 80 hours this week, but fuck it, it's my mother.
It's like
it's like an investment.
It's like
stocks.
It's like, do you trust that this corporation is going to be successful?
Would you put your mother's corporation in that stock?
Would you pay your mom $1,000 to save your life and trust that she would come through with the service?
Feed your grapes and shit, man. Boom. LOI, the show. Just another great episode. That is the question. Very long-winded, but you know,
we got there.
We got there through his hating and through me and F Mac trying to get somewhere.
We were sifting.
God damn it.
I helped.
But
I provided resistance.
Oh my God. The Art of Resistance.
The arts.
I can't wait till you read that book. But I really appreciate y'all, man. Like the video. Please comment down below your question. Please, because y'all been doing good. Like these last couple of weeks, y'all been doing pretty good.
Yeah, nah.
We've been having a couple. Really appreciate y'all niggas.
Some good ass questions.
We don't really get to say that much, but we really love y'all niggas. Everything y'all do for us. A lot of them we know y'all in person, which is crazy. But yeah, we about to get out of here. Answer the question. #WildLOI. Like the video. J Noblez.
Eddie Murphy.
F Mac on the boards.
Still me.